Guys, I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this.
Recording now, so whatever you say here is recorded, and people will be hearing it on stream and YouTube. VOD.
No. Tell them to wait.
When do we get out of YouTube jail?
Actually, in less than a month, October 17th.
Jesus. Oh
Wait,
no, that's
what?
the worst place to be. You about to die.
How did you do that?
You should have had one with the Titan in the background.
I just downloaded Attack on Titan background and then just put it.
Here?
Oh, interesting. Oh, we just got someone to follow. Okay, cool. Huh. I just heard the little ring.
Boobading.
All right, so let's start the show. Guys, you hearing me? Legend Vashi. We're about to have an interesting show. Two of our co-hosts died. They disappeared. But then we got another two people. We got a guy from a different country. Yeah, we got the replacement, and then we got from a guy from a different state. So let's see how this goes. Let's have some fun, and let's enjoy the show. Which I don't know what direction we'll go. And just saying, their new host for this tonight will be the one that's doing the intro. Will he doing the intro? I have no freaking clue.
Canada's not a state.
No. He said country and state.
He actually said country?
I did.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna just he said state. Yep.
Ray, it's your turn.
It's my turn, huh? Hey, Miguel. I'm here to introduce everybody else. Take over, sucker.
Wait, me? What? No, me. It's you. We discussed when Sam is not here. Is you.
I didn't remember this discussion.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Anime Lately podcast, and guess what? Tonight it's a whole different ball game because Sam died and so did James. I miss them very dearly, but they'll be back next week, and that's okay. Tonight we out with us, my boys, Kidotaku, who I've missed very dearly. That's my Hero Academia counterpart. What's up, man?
Oh yeah, what's up, man?
Not much, I'm just happy to see you again. I was like, I ain't seen Kid in so long, so I'm happy that you're here. And then we got the one man who loves to say the word meathead, but I still like him.
That's a fact.
It's great.
Number one imposter in Among. No,
literally, no. Literally, the number one. I have never seen a man take Among Us so seriously in my entire life.
That's a fact.
Welcome to the number one imposter. Zypher, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Apollo out.
No, because he's already dead. Anyway.
Well, technically, Apollo from Danmachi is dead already because, that show comes back in 2 or 3 weeks, I believe.
Nobody cares. Anyway, and then we also have Miguel. Hi, Miguel.
Yeah.
Hi. I guess I just get normal intro. Like, everybody gets something interesting. I just become chopped liver.
Miguel, the Colombian guy. All right.
Wait, no.
Hey,
the Nutter Butter Lover, Legend Vash.
I would take that over anything because, being from Colombia, it gets many different other names. So I'd rather get just Colombian.
Nope.
Oh, yeah,
Nutter Butter Lover. That's you now.
Right here.
See, there they are. See,
Nutter Butters. Oh, he's gonna
I got
be
pistachios too.
Are those unshelled pistachios?
Got strawberry pocky.
Hey.
I love pistachios. The best peanuts ever.
I'm loaded. We got
I knew you like nut meat. There you go. Oh, SpongeBob fruit snacks. How about that?
I haven't eaten anything of fruit snacks in a while like that. My favorite, it was the Scooby-Doo ones. Those were the best.
My favorite ones were the under the sea ones from Aldi. They had the sharks and the treasure chest and the deep sea diver. Those were lit. I love those.
I just remember eating a lot of Scooby-Doo Scooby snacks when I was younger.
Bro, I pulled that shit.
That's
open
all I
and
ate.
put on the latest Scooby-Doo episode. What's new Scooby-Doo?
That was one of the best cartoons openings. That was one of the best.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones. Period. Honestly.
No, a pup named Scooby-Doo was better. So.
Pup named Scooby-Doo was second one.
I think I watched most of those.
Guys, I think we were supposed to talk about anime.
We talking about whatever we want to talk about here.
I'm about to say
this is Anime Lately podcast, the conversational
Scooby-Doo
podcast
is
where
anime,
we talk about whatever we want to talk about, but it also kind of includes anime. Thanks for watching.
I was about to say that too, because Cypher, a lot of things have changed since you've been on. Because we don't talk about anime no more. We talk about anything.
No, we talk about anime. Don't listen to him.
We talk about anime, but we also talk about whatever the hell we want. Last week we talked about our drunken nights. 2 weeks ago we spoke about hentai. So we talk about whatever the hell we want. So things happen. But
you're always talking about hentai. That's not new.
On the podcast barely, but if you talk about on Twitter or anything, yeah, sometimes I do. Don't check my most recent anime list because I just put some new things to read.
I already saw it. You can't hide it.
Yeah, that was definitely. I saw like, oh, this I should read. This I should read. Oh, this seems interesting. Oh, a girl and interesting.
I don't want to know.
Like I
I
said,
don't.
if
I
you
don't
want to
want to
find
know.
out what I put to read or plan to read, check my anime list, cause that's where it's interesting.
No thanks.
No, okay, cool.
I'm
Or
good.
if
I
you
don't
want,
think I don't think anybody wants to dig deep in there. So
No, because that's like getting to know you on a level that I really don't want to. So
yeah,
I like our relationship
Trust
right
me,
now is fine.
you-
So
Trust me, there's only a certain extent you want to know Miguel. After that, there's no going back.
yep, I understand that. Mhm.
sure. Oh, so we're not gonna talk about what happened in the pandemic, where we were just chilling at 3 or 4 in the morning and literally just watching you eat a whole sandwich.
Is he going to get another sandwich? Because I like if he does not come back with the sandwich, I'd be very upset.
Oh, I actually remember
No,
that.
no.
Yeah,
I actually
me too.
remember that.
I was just kidding.
Where's the sandwich?
I
Yeah.
was about to say, like, if you was about to get a sandwich,
Uh,
sure, that's something different that we just eat
Or-
on the
You actually
podcast.
want me to leave for 5 minutes to go make a sandwich?
No, I thought you just were going to get one. I was like, oh, I got one of those ready. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
Oh
no,
well.
I thought he was gonna get into some other story that I wasn't ready for, but
Well, that story I
Oh.
can't really say on air. I could say off air, but like that story, I could.
No, say it on air. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say, nah.
Kids like, no, keep going. Keep going.
Keep the ball rolling.
this is great.
Yeah.
We need more footage.
No.
But no, just so I mean, I am down to recommend some. I'm down for some recommendations for fat material. Well, look for at Legend Vash on Twitter. He's got plenty of them for you.
Wait,
Trust
is
me.
it this way?
Or if you want, at Sam the Manga Man, he's the king of
That's
fat
your
material.
guy right there.
Yeah,
Samson in chat there. At him. He'll also
Yeah.
let you know.
yeah.
Mhm.
So ask Sam the Manga Man. He's the one that actually reads them and knows more. He has a lot of recommendation, and if you ask him, he will give you a list. So trust me, he will give you one.
So I can't believe that you said that out loud. He's like, yeah, Sam's the one that actually reads them. So we know what Miguel's doing. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Anyway.
just sitting right by him, breathing down his neck.
I watched them too before I go to bed.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, guys.
Miguel,
I have a podcast.
Miguel's
to
going
lead,
in.
So I'm gonna open.
I've got a podcast to lead.
So my first question for you guys here is: what is the most anticipated anime for fall season for you guys?
That was my question. I came up with that question. You can't steal my question.
He stole it. Now you're gonna have to lock him up in jail and take away
Alright,
his get out of
Paul, go
jail free
ahead.
card.
I would like to vote Zypher off of the podcast.
All right, so it's time to kick him out. So where's
I'm just
the
shaking the
button?
But most anticipated for the fall is
Right
now
click.
since it got reconfirmed. Attack on Titan, straight up.
Yeah, you guys, you can see in the anime background.
I mean, you
we all
can-
hype for Attack on Titan.
You can say whatever you want. But I just like, yeah, there's stuff that's coming out, but Attack on Titan is actually happening now, and so that is what I'm
like
most excited
it's
about.
cool. You know, we got Haikyuu, we got Jujutsu Kaisen,
Exactly.
we got Koikoku Kawaii, but like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
Attack on Titan.
Yep.
That's all I really wanted this year.
That's
Like,
the one I'm
literally,
excited for the most because I was fearing we weren't gonna get it until like next year.
Same.
But
I
as
was
soon as
worried
we got that
on
on,
spring anime. Yeah.
yeah, but we got it. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
I mean, let's be real. I'm also really excited about Jujutsu Kaisen. Like,
Oh yeah,
straight up.
same.
Very excited about that because I love
Actually-
that manga. But
Same here.
the Attack on Titan, the way that the last season
That's
of
a lie and a half.
I
But
need
like,
it.
hold up. But thing is, before we talk about the last season and everything, like, am I the only one in the boat? Like, I feel like I am. Like, what's the point to have it out on December 7th? Like, what's the point? Like, they could literally post that
Okay.
for the winter of 2021.
counterpoint.
Wait, hold up.
Why
Let me
not?
finish my point.
Why not?
It's
Hold
better
up.
than nothing.
No,
Exactly.
that's true. Better than nothing. 2020 has been shit. This is the worst way to start the whole decade and everything. I get it, but that's like literally 4 weeks left of December.
This-
They could have literally just posted on the
Here-
next Sunday. Sorry, the first Sunday of the winter season of January.
Here's why. And this is if this ends up coming true, my prediction is right, but this is exactly what I think. In terms of content, right? And an average pacing, and it's gone up and down based on the season and who the director is behind it, but on average, an Attack on Titan season adapts 1.5 chapters per episode. Now, if you follow that rate, they've done 90 episodes and 60 chapters. So we have 50 chapters, which comes down to about 30 episodes, give or take. If they start 4 weeks prior, they could do 16 episodes going into next season, which would end off winter. Take a break, then do 12 more episodes, which would, guess what? Do what? 30 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
My
I
math is
get
correct.
I get why
Close
they
to 30.
like I said, I understand why. Is because one, I'm on the only boat that they could have waited. Like Zypher said, they could start with the 4 episodes and have it lead into the winter, end it, and have a break 1 season. But they could have just waited for the January. But it's because I think back in May or June they said that there's a couple of chapters left for Attack on Titan. Most likely the last chapter will be November, December, and then once the last chapter hits is when they want to start the season. Could possibly be the case, but still, it's like they just could have waited another 4 weeks. Again, I'm excited for Attack on Titan. Great way to end the year.
Not with that attitude, you're not.
No, I think he's just faking it. He's just faking it to get everybody happy.
Yeah, I think he's faking it too. Like it's not, because I really say it's like,
Bro,
why not?
You can tell in the expression on his face.
This will push your sub count even further earlier in the year.
You're right. People are gonna watch my reactions and be like, "I'm subbing anime lately right now." Exactly right.
If you post it on time,
it doesn't matter.
It's Attack on Titan.
You get compared to everyone else. You get sub growth when you post Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
True. That's 100% true. If we end the year with 3K and Ray helps us get there and post the video on Sundays, because the Attack on Titan would be coming out Sundays again. They've been coming out Sundays since it first started. So it's Sunday at 12. What sucks also is that the mangas come out that day. So it's like it's gonna be very interesting how content's gonna be very interesting that day. My Hero and Attack on Titan on that day. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
It's a perfect day for me. It is the Lord's day. Yep, I'm ready.
What actually would be really interesting, because I feel like the arc for My Hero is gonna be either close or done by then.
I hope so. I hope it's done. I really do. I hope it's done by then because
and that's gonna be a really interesting pivot into seeing what's gonna happen. So we could potentially see a time skip happening while Attack on Titan's airing.
Ain't that wild? That's so much.
Yeah.
God. Now I'm really
excited. And then Jujutsu Kaisen will be wrapping up its season. I would assume it's 12 episodes.
Actually,
no, it's 2 course. It's 2 course, but it's taking 1 break of the season. So if I'm correct from what they said, that I think it's gonna be 22 episodes, right?
22?
Yeah, they said 22.
So it's gonna be 11 episodes this court, and then 11 episodes. Not sure when is the next court, but they said, if I remember correct, they said they're gonna take a break, and then they're gonna continue probably in the spring or summer.
That's the case. I assume My Hero's gonna start in the spring, so they're gonna be.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
Jujutsu
thinking.
Kaisen.
That's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
You're gonna have Jujutsu Kaisen, Shaman King.
I forgot about Shaman King. Damn.
Yeah, that's coming out in spring of next year.
Dude.
We also got news on My Hero next week too.
Winter 2021 is already like the best season I could ever ask for. It's like one of my favorite romance series is coming back. My ReZero, my favorite isekai is coming back, and my second favorite isekai, Slime. And then Attack on Titan's gonna be going into that season. Like, oh my god.
Crazy.
And the Gintama movie's coming out. Oh, it's gonna be so
That's
great.
right. You're the only person I know that still reads Gintama. That's right. That's right. That's not a bad thing, but yeah, you're the only person that kept up with it.
I mean, honestly, it's what we need after this horrible year to start it off with all this good anime coming out, games or whatever it is.
I hope so.
We got you.
I hope so, like for real. But I was actually just looking at Twitter because that's what I do.
And I'm
Chainsaw Man Volume 1. You can pre-order it now.
Exactly.
Well, technically, you got pre-order months ago, but they're just trying to do the promotion now since it come out in less than 2 weeks, and I'm excited.
You can pre-order it right now.
Yes.
I don't care what Miguel says.
Yeah, pre-order it right now.
First volume, fun viz, and I highly suggest for those that haven't read Chainsaw Man, should. Even Zypher has been saying that he's gonna read it, but it's only on chapter 16. But yeah.
I actually want to throw a couple things out more too.
What's up?
Fest is gonna be at the last month.
Ooh.
They're probably gonna announce the Chainsaw Man anime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I hope
it's gonna be online too. An online event.
Good.
Yeah, they're gonna broadcast it so we could all just.
Yeah, that's how they should have done it, honestly.
And then you need to come back to me because I forgot the other thing, my ADHD.
That's okay, but yeah, no, Chainsaw Man. I am very, very, very excited about. Ever since I started reading it, I can't stop. It's fun to talk about. It's fun to read. I mean, fun in air quotes, but it's good. So yeah, let's get more of that.
Fuck Makima too.
Potential of JoJo Part 6.
Don't get me started. I'm gonna purposely get a big poster of Makima and replace it where Senku is just to piss you off, Miguel.
Good. Please do that. That would actually make me very happy.
That just hurt me. Like, you're gonna replace Senku? No, he's the next future of the Kingdom of Science, my guy.
But like you also got like one of the best antagonists in Jump.
Straight up.
The master manipulator.
Like legitimately.
She likes to control people way too much, and that's what sucks about it. But
bro, I think I'm gonna stand Makima then, because I love manipulators in series.
Oh yeah, then you will enjoy.
Because like I haven't seen Berserk or Reddit or whatever, and I haven't touched Monster either. But they said a
Oh,
lot of people said that she gives up vibes from those characters, like the main character of Monster, and then she gives off
yes,
Griffith's
yes.
vibes because of how manipulative she is as a person and
I
how
can.
she tries to align things in order for it to meet her goals.
The only one I can really agree with there is the monster
Yeah,
comparison. I can
Are you
I can
talking
see
about
what
Johann Liebert?
the main character.
Are they talking about the MCU or Johann Liebert?
The main character.
yeah. That's just what I've heard, but
Yeah.
I
And that makes sense to me. That does make sense to me. Because it's their own twisted, like, this is why I'm doing this for these reasons, and I'm aligning it with you to make it align for me. But in the end, it's just for everything else that I want.
No, I will say though, Chainsaw Man is like, in my opinion, the Shonen Tokyo Ghoul. Like
Yeah.
the way the head,
I would.
like you
I
just
can't
replace what are they called, devils or demons? They just replace that with ghouls,
Devils.
right?
Devils.
You have their whole headquarters dedicated to them, like the ghoul headquarters. You have Denji as a main character who has a really, really twisted and messed up backstory, just like Kaneki, right? And then you have like him having a love interest that, a quote unquote love interest potentially, and then
Wrestling.
that also gets thrown around. And then you have an antagonist that gets thrown in the mix that like messes with the main character and causes long spread of issues of this main character trying to find his path, and this character manipulates all that.
I can't agree or disagree with that because I haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul, but I with that reference of how you said is definitely like the shonen version of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, it pretty much is because like the whole point of Denji's character is for him to understand human life because he pretty much came from the boonies. He didn't have anything. He was just sleeping on the ground eating a slice of bread, like one slice of bread. That's how he survived, and he had to do things for the Yakuza in order to pay off his father's debt because his father passed away.
And by the way, guys, that's not spoilers. That's literally from the first chapter. So just in case
Yeah.
you say it, that's
So
literally
it's
from the
like
first chapter.
So essentially, it's like throughout the story, you just see him slowly understand life, like making friends, appreciating things like having a good meal, having a good bed to sleep in, stuff like that.
I mean,
And-
basic human rights. He didn't have them, you know?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And I really, I was talking with somebody about this earlier. Is that I'm not going to spoil what his motivation is initially, but it's like that is what he needed to feel human, or at least try and understand what it's like to feel like a normal human. And I was like, yo, bro, I get it. I understand. And when you read it, you'll be like, oh, that's weird. But it's like, really, it's not.
But-
it's a young boy who's like hasn't lived at all. He's just
But-
been surviving.
That's what I like about his character because it makes you question like a bit about yourself. Like because it makes you question like one of my favorite quotes that he said, and this is not anything about spoilers. More is that yeah, it's like what is it that you chase something that you want, but you finally get it, but you don't feel very satisfied about it. And I find that so real human because most people always feel that way when you chase something that you always wanted, but you finally get there and it's not the same that you always wanted it. So it's like those type of quotes, those type of reference to me always have been beautiful about Chainsaw Man because it's very human like.
Oh, you're talking about like, chasing a goal, but then once you get that goal, it doesn't hit like you thought it would.
Right.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that happened to him early in the chapter, but he felt like it wasn't the same. And to me, that's very beautiful because most humans always feel like that when they have something, but they chase for it, it's not the same. But I do agree in the comments saying that we hope about Chainsaw Man anime gets adapted well, and I hope it does. Because one thing about Chainsaw Man that the blood is green or purple, so I hope that they don't really try to censor it since it's green purple.
What I hope is that it's just very colorful, like overly colorful. Because that's what I see when I see Chainsaw Man, like a very vibrant world.
Yeah, because I noticed on like the latest Jump issue that came out, they had the blood look blue. So I don't know if that's like the cover because they did that last time.
Yeah,
with like the second Jump cover that Chainsaw Man was on, because Chainsaw Man has only had the cover like 3 times when it debuted, its first anniversary. It had Denji and Power, and then the recent one that came out, and the one with Denji and Power and this one it had blue blood. So I don't know if they're trying to do something with that or.
I'm happy as long.
I'm trying to think of a studio that would do it well.
Like for me, as long.
Would y'all be mad at me if I said Trigger?
Trigger actually would be.
Do it.
Trigger.
I don't see.
The one I
could see them doing it well.
Trigger, I see it because
agree,
they're colorful for it.
Trigger always does like anime original shit.
Yeah, they do original movies and they do like a few original animes every 2 or 3 years because they did the most recent.
No, I
It
will
was
say
BNA.
it might be the first Trigger anime that I doesn't disappoint me. Because
Oh my
every
God.
Trigger thing I watch is just disappointing.
I mean, they are working on Cyberpunk right now, so yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean that, but we're going on the assumption that I hope Cyberpunk is an amazing game.
I hope so too.
Could you imagine the Cyberpunk game flopped and then they're like, well, we have an anime to release, guys.
I can't imagine that. That is
But
absolutely possible.
they have an anime. They have a comic book from Dark Horse as well. So they have a lot of things that they're trying to do spin-offs for just for this for this original IP.
The Dark Horse comic, is that coming out or is that been out?
No, that's coming out. It's coming out, I think, May next year, right? I think they said 2020
I think
spring.
it is. I remember them making announcements.
Yeah, they said 2020 spring.
Was it Viz that made that announcement? Yeah.
No,
Viz
it was Dark Horse because it's coming from Dark Horse.
Okay, then.
Somebody in chat said, "Was it Ufotable?
Ufotable?
Ugotable?
No, I don't see Ufotable doing it.
I don't see him doing it either.
I'll be right back.
Why?
I'm gonna go get my
because
sweatshirt.
Ufotable is the type to make pretty violence. They're aesthetic violence, whereas Chainsaw Man is broody, gory.
Who did oh damn, Vinland Saga? Who did that?
Wit.
Wit.
I can see Wit doing it.
That's what I was thinking. Like
Wit. Wit.
I guess they could pull it off.
Yeah, I think they could pull it off.
Yeah.
And plus, Wit doesn't have to be a 2 core. It could be 1 core as well.
And
that's what I was thinking too, because I remember I made a poll on my, because I run like a Chainsaw Man news account where I post like news about certain things coming for the series, like if there's like a popularity poll or color page or whatever. And I asked a lot of people, oh, what studio would be the best to adapt Chainsaw Man? And I've seen a lot of people say like Wit Studio, because it's like I don't know what they're really working on.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't have AOT anymore because Mappa and Production IG is working alongside them to work on that. So it's like I don't know what else they're doing. I know they had like this anime that came out in the summer, I believe, but I don't really think they have any other plans.
Yeah, because Wit could also do it because like right now, as you just said, they don't have anything run on production, but also
they do. They released Great Pretender, which everyone I've talked to says it's amazing.
Yeah, same.
I don't know how good this is, but it's like a sports girls rock climbing series that's coming out later this season.
Oh yeah, somebody in chat was talking about that.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said something about that. So yeah, so
yeah, I
and
just
then
remember
they have
that.
an anime that they're working on. It's like maybe it's just a music video.
What is that? Iwa Kakeru?
Vampire in the Garden.
Somebody said Bones, and I hope not Bones. Bones right now has My Hero, and right now Bones is doing the other type of spin-offs movies they're doing.
Yeah, I know. But they also have they have 4 studios.
Yeah. They have more than that. I think they have 5.
I know, but they have Studio A, B, C, and D. I know they have. I think Studio C's dedicated to My Hero only.
Both Bones and Mappa have like a lot of people. They have different groups. Like to put in perspective, Studio Wit, who did what's it called? Attack on Titan season 3 part 2 by themselves, was a team of 30 people.
Yep.
Mappa is a team of 300.
Jesus.
10 times
That's so many
size.
people. That's so many people.
And they did 3 animes this year. They did JJK, Attack on Titan, and Got a High School.
Man.
Yeah.
And they're also coming out with another one. They're coming out this season.
Oh, this season as well?
They have a gymnastic anime coming out. It looks really pretty.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
It's called. Let me find it.
I just hope. I hope they balance stuff out. That's my only concern.
Same. Yeah. Somebody in chat was like, yeah, they're doing a skateboard anime.
Yeah, question about that. Did anybody see the trailer? Because I didn't see the trailer.
I didn't watch the trailer either.
I watched it.
I saw everybody talking about it.
What did you think about it? Because I heard about it. Was there anything good and interesting about it?
Nothing. We haven't obviously seen anything plot related, but I think it could be really cool because if no one's really touched into the skateboarding scene. And one thing this is really just personally to me because I grew up with them is I saw one guy with his fingers playing with a tech deck. I was like, that's a tech deck.
They had the tech deck.
Actually,
there?
hold on.
My childhood. Oh my God.
This has been under my desk for like.
For this moment. Just for this
No,
month.
no, it's actually been under my desk since I moved here.
No, chat, don't believe him. We planned this. This was all a part of the bit.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
they
a
had
part of the
technic
script,
there.
man.
That's
So
crazy.
So
because
the gymnastic anime is coming out. It's called Taiso Samurai.
Okay.
all right, and it's coming out for when? The fall, right?
Yeah, fall.
Yeah.
Huh.
I actually remember seeing that when I was looking at.
Mappa released in total 6 anime this year.
6?
Attack
Well-
on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Taiso Samurai, God of High School, Mr. Love, Queen's Choice. I'm assuming that's some girl show. And then
Why
Damn,
you
he
say it
just-
like
What
that?
show?
Damn.
Miguel might love it.
No, Sam, I love it. That's more, he loves Less of Life. I'm not into that.
no, it's literally like all boys in like those butler suits and high fancy clothes and acting cute and shit.
Is it like Black Butler type of thing?
Something like that. Actually,
Never.
it already aired. It has a 6 out of 10. So
Okay.
there's that.
So a lot of people didn't enjoy.
You love 6 out of 10 anime, Miguel. So
Who said I love
What?
6 out of 10 animes?
you like Black Clover.
You?
Like can I go on for it?
Go on more. Let's say Black Clover. I never said a 6 out of 10.
7
I'll-
Deadly Sins.
So Seven Deadly Sins was actually good. First 2 seasons. Season
Sword
3 and on.
Online.
No,
I'd say
have this
that-
conversation again.
I mean,
SAO.
personally, for me, I just enjoyed the first season of Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah. Season 2
Yeah,
was
and
better
then
because of my boy Escanor was there, and the dub voice, all the sub could do much.
I fell off with that series. I don't care about it anymore.
I understand
There's
the whole manga. I know the whole manga really.
Okay, I'm not
to
speaking
the
on
point.
Alicization, but SAO before that, whatever I've seen is like the most disappointing shit ever. Every single time I have hope, it just proceeds to fail me.
SAO. So listen, and I've talked about this all the time. SAO was awesome until they got to that like weird part where it stopped in the first half, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Like the first half of that first season, I thought was great.
Okay, so apparently they're rewriting that. The author, 6 years later, revisited that. Is apparently a better version.
Good.
SEO season 1, and it's from
Better
Asuna's
version.
perspective. It's apparently from Asuna's perspective. Season 1.
Good. I hope. I hear that it's good.
No, but I'm very excited for progressive. What you just said is because one is also 10 years after he wrote season 1, so also his writing got better, and also that is like Zypher just said, is a very different perspective from Asuna, and also it could fill in the plot hole that we didn't see because from what we told before, our boy Kirito did not always was part of the floors to be completed. Asuna was part of the Blood Oath, and they always did the floors. So we're gonna see more of the dungeon and more of the battles. So that's gonna be very
Also,
interesting.
quickly speaking of Alicization, it's actually really funny because half the tweets I see is like so much praise. Alicization is great. They saved SAO, and the other half is like, no, it's just very pretty looking garbage.
It's actually entertaining to me. And they
Okay,
and
okay,
a couple of
tell
people.
me, entertaining. Okay, which is because entertainment is completely subjective. Well, I mean, everything's
Yeah.
subjective,
I mean, yeah, they both say all of
but
it. Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah,
But would you
everything's
say-
subjective.
Everything's
Did the
subjective.
writing really truly increase? Is it like truly mind-blowing writing? Is the writing where you're like, oh my god, this is incredible writing?
Most of the time, I just see people praising the
Or is
animation.
it
Honestly,
straightforward cliche bullshit?
So
I just see people.
yes
I just see
for
people
both.
praising the animation.
So for Cypher, yes to
Well,
both of
animation,
your
I
answers.
would agree. The animation's
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
stellar. I see.
That's all I
that
see.
shit,
I
was
never
like,
really
holy
see
shit.
people writing paragraph after paragraph about certain.
But that's
scenes
A1
happening.
Pictures. A1 Pictures does a beautiful job in most of their animations. They do a beautiful job for what it is. But to answer Cypher's question, I have to say yes to both because I feel like the light novel does it better to explain the stuff. But I feel like for what they did to God of High School, the same. I feel like they cut a lot of information for the SAO season 3 as a whole because I feel like they try to make this storytelling about the flocklights, about the soul, too smart, and they could just make it more simple. Like they were trying to make up a whole word, say flocklights. Instead, they could just call it the soul.
Bro,
like your
but
soul.
You're saying a bunch of stuff that none of us understand.
Yeah,
No, no,
exactly. And that's why
Yeah.
I feel like compared to the God of High School, what's happening isn't really ideal because God of High School is doing what you wish SAO did, which was simplify it. They've simplified the plot of God
That's
of
what
High
I'm
School.
saying.
That's what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying is that I wish SEO the anime made it more simple because they try to make it more convoluted with the high nice words and everything. I feel like they could have just made it more simple for us the audience to watch while we watch it because I felt like me and Sam sometimes were like a bit confused. So a lot of the fans had to explain, a bit of the plot holes that was missing from the light novels, and also some of story bits that were not explained very well. Still entertaining, but not top tier like story writing.
In the chat said the writing was hilariously bad.
Oh wow! Yikes!
Oof.
People have opinion, like we all said, it's subjective.
So I won't say that God of High School pitched the plot in the garbage. So what they did is they were like, okay, we've got 13 episodes. How much of this can be fit? And that's what happened.
Skipping 100. We're skipping 100 chapters.
I only watched like 3 episodes of that.
All right, so how much can we fit?
All right, so
yeah, so it's like,
let's
say it, Zypher. Say it. All right,
hold up.
What is?
Let's get into the topic of God of High School.
To give God of High School a chance, but that shit is the same cliche bullshit we've seen and shown it many times.
It's anime. Like it's anime.
You know what's funny? This man's best friend, Sam, he's like, I don't know. This guy Miguel goes, I think the story's pretty good in high school. And Sam goes, what story, Miguel? And Miguel goes,
Miguel's embarrassed. He doesn't know what to say.
I was not quiet. Well, the story is that they tried to explain to us about the gods, the power. They just didn't explain it well because, like you just said, Zypher, they put 13 episodes of 120 chapters into it.
Wait.
And they rush it.
So you're telling me the story is them explaining powers?
So listen, what I've gotten from God of High School. First, what they explain is the 3 main characters. Not well, by the way. They did Han and then they did me, and then explain the people that they're fighting. Okay, cool. Then they don't actually start talking about the story literally until episodes 10 through 12.
Correct.
Like that's when it starts.
Where I stopped watching it.
Yes, that's literally when it starts. 10 through 12. They changed a lot of stuff to make it happen. And it's like, oh, okay. So I can understand why people who have read the webtoon like, oh, I don't really like this. That's fine. I hope it pushes people to go read the webtoon. Literally, that's what I hope it does. I hope
I agree.
That's probably what I'm gonna do.
I agree because
with, like Power of God too. I'm probably
I don't think that the writer said no. People don't want plot. It's like they were like, okay, we have to make an anime that people are gonna want to come back and watch multiple times. It's something that people are gonna want to watch. Yeah. Most times when they're marketing that to a certain audience, and they are like know it.
They know that certain audience will just eat it up and not care.
Right?
Hold on.
Because we gotta
one person at a time.
We're in the minority when it comes to this, right? Because we've seen so many series that it doesn't appeal to us because we've seen this shit. We've seen it so many times.
I've seen it so many times that like this is like I said, this is anime comfort food for me. It's like, oh, this is just easy to watch. This is like Call of Duty for me, like I can turn on my brain and just watch it and have a good time. That's it.
Call of Duties have been bad recently.
Listen, don't you dare talk about Call of Duty like that because one of the best. No, I don't care about Call of Duty, but it's like it's a mindless game I can play. I can literally just turn off my brain and play Call of Duty. So I can turn off my brain and watch it.
I will go
on record, and as far as to say, AAA budget games, Call of Duty, I think Among Us is a better game than them.
I mean, you are having way more fun with Among Us. Yes, that's good.
Yes,
like,
but thing is, like for me,
that's what video games comes down to, right?
This is coming from the #1 imposter, so don't take this too much. Take it with a grain of salt.
It's Among Us.
I do have to give props to our boy Zypher. He did a great job last night to Among Us. For those that don't know, we do our community streams every Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. It depends on schedule, but usually Tuesday nights right now. And we play Among Us yesterday, and Zypher did a good job of trying to convince people that he was not an imposter, even though nobody believed me.
I gotta actually.
By the way, hey Kat, so this year, what was your favorite fight? Because I'll be very honest and go on record and say that God of High School's had some fights that have slapped.
Oh yeah, their fights have been amazing, and
some of those fights have slapped.
Just one thing to add about the.
Are you talking about strictly fights in any series that came out this year? Just
this
that
year.
one.
This year? No, this year.
Wait. Before we go to that, I just want to add one last thought about High School. Is they did convince me to go read the webtoon from what happened to episode 11, and when Park Moojin, quick spoiler, he say God of High School is over. I'm like, hold up, bitch, what? Cool. All right. I need to read webtoon now because this was totally rushed and everything, and I want to know what the hell happened from point A to point B.
It's totally rushed. I don't get it. It's only 13 episodes.
No, well,
I
not
heard they
rush,
skipped over 100.
not
chapters.
rush,
I was like,
but
what?
sorry, not rush, but condensed.
No, a lot of
So
people will say that, yeah, it's rushed, but I'm like, it's only 13 episodes.
So sorry, not rush. Condensed story of 120 episodes
Yeah,
or
they
chapters of what Zypher said into 13
Yeah,
episodes.
they simplified the story.
So
And
they pulled a Tokyo Ghoul.
But
Yeah,
I don't blame Crunchyroll. I blame the
He
director
can't
because
help but speak spoilers. You're right, Kendall. He
Yeah.
can't. He literally can't.
because the director they're the one that chose to focus on this trio that they haven't even put a lot of characterization on
I mean,
them. So
because let's be real. I mean, they tried to focus on them, and they did a little bit. But it's like, oh, I get it. It's like you want us to kind of get it. Like you want us to get to know them a little bit, but then you can't go too much into it because so much of it hasn't happened yet in the actual story at this point. So it's like they have to adapt it to make the characters interesting up front, which they kind of did. But I'm like, nah, all right, I see what you're trying to do, but let's just just go ahead. I see what you're doing. You're not here to tell us this incredible story. It's not like this super amazing, oh my god story. It's a fun story.
I think it was more so it was supposed to be an advertisement for the webtoon too.
Yeah, which is good.
Oh, it was.
That's what I said. I'm so happy for that. Go read the webtoon. I'll tell you that right now. Go read it.
Nobody can't blame Crunchyroll though, because people blame Crunchyroll's fault. It's like they're just a licensor and distributor.
If it wasn't for Crunchyroll, it would not have happened.
This is a contract with
Crunchyroll
Webtoon.
is
Maybe they
just-
had the money. Maybe they put the invoice saying that, hey, 13 episodes. Maybe it could be them for, but we don't know what's the contract between Webtoon and
They
Crunchyroll.
made
What
the
happened with Tower of
choices
God?
for the
We don't know that.
adaptation to happen, but they didn't make the decisions for the
Correct.
adaptation.
That is the director and that's a studio that does animation, aka Mappa. They wanted to do only 13 for them and do 2 cores for JJK, 22 episodes. They're the ones that could say what goes. The licensors is like Crunchyroll, Funimation, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and so on. They're the ones that just give it and spread it for us to watch it on our streaming service. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I want to quickly go back to the question. I think it was Apollo that asked favorite fight.
Favorite fight of this year. What's your favorite fight this year?
I'm gonna go with Deku versus Overhaul for one reason, and that's because I hated that fight in the manga.
What?
And in the anime, that shit was gas, bro.
Okay, all right.
Because that fight was so disappointing to me in the manga because
It went by like that.
it was like nothing. It was like a simple punch or two and it was over. But in the anime, the whole thing with like the 100 punches coming out, and then when like you see like the after effects where the body just keeps like
Impact
getting
frames.
thrown back, like
That fight was absolute fire. You're right.
That was an amazing way to open up 2020. We're like 2020 is gonna be great.
Oh no, and then it wasn't. Overhaul won in the alternate reality. But it's like I feel you in that. I think my
I disagree.
My personal
Really? Because
favorite-
even Kid, who's like the hugest manga like pusher, like he even agrees that fight was disappointing in the manga.
Really? I have to disagree. Not
Yeah,
saying-
because I know Perms in the chat right now, and me and him talked about this before. Like even when the that chapter came out, because I met Perm around the time when like the Overhaul arc started, and I remember reading that fight itself, and it was very underwhelming to me. Like I felt like it should have had like more build up with it. That's why
Yeah,
in the,
I was
in
like,
the
okay,
episode
we're gonna get
itself,
to this fight.
Chaotic
It was
gets it.
over in like a chapter.
I would say that the anime made it better with the score. The score of that.
I'm just
yeah,
gonna say
it's not
just
just, not
made it
just
so-
the score,
voice
but it's like the
acting,
build
the
up
music,
because
Yeah.
the whole
animation,
meaning,
like, oh,
the whole
bro.
meaning
Well-
behind it, that whole arc itself was just Deku
mhm.
trying to figure out who he truly wants to be. Because in that, you see in the beginning when he meets up with Mirio and All Might, he ends up switching his goal.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need you to go back, read that chapter,
Yeah,
realize how disappointed you
No,
were.
it's
and
just
then open
not
up the
disap-
anime episode and watch that shit.
It just-
Okay, maybe it could be disappointing, but I was more entertained watching the Gentle arc, more reading it than the Overhaul, because I felt like the Overhaul was a little prequel to what Gentle was, because I feel like I enjoy what the progression that for Deku got from Overhaul, and he had to learn
wait.
more about himself. No, I'm just comparing to the both arcs of what happened like right back to
No,
back.
we're talking about the fight itself. Like
The
you were
fight
saying,
itself?
like Deku versus Gento, you think is the best fight of this year.
Oh, the best fight this year, no.
Okay, good.
But
I'm
do you
tell-
think it's better than Deku versus Overhaul?
Meaning yes, but as a fight in general, Overhaul and Deku.
yeah.
But okay, we're all looking for different reasons, right? I understand your meaning, and
I mean,
that's
my-
completely reasonable. Meaning, I
Yeah.
understand. But I think in terms of adaptation, was not expecting too much with Deku versus Overhaul up until the day that I'd come in, because everyone's like, bro, they got the people. It's Sakuga. It's a Sakuga fest.
They got everybody.
I'm like, all right, bet 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm putting.
They assembled their Avengers.
Episode.
For me, I'm just staring at what I have watched this year, and for me, best fight of this year has to be Gotta High School fights. I'm trying to see what other happened. I'm trying to see if. Damn! All of you have to went to sleep.
This man forgot about Endeavor versus High End.
That's what I'm about to say. Endeavor versus High End was some of the hype and shit I saw this year. Straight up. I love Deku versus Overhaul, but Endeavor put in that fucking work, and I love every second of it.
Yeah, and it was a good character arc too.
Ooh, yeah.
Because like the only reason, like I don't care about fights that much unless they have
everybody
me.
pause. Chaotic goes. Mirio versus Overhaul was gas too. Am I right? Ban him. Ban him right now.
I'm gonna put a time out.
Time him out. Time him out. Shame on you.
Oh there's a chat that says there agree. Our boy Broccoli versus Vector that happens in SAO. I totally agree. Oh, and Memories here. Endeavor's gold. He said that, but I agree. SAO has some good fights this year as well, and this happened this season. Our boy Kirito has some good fight of 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna be the only one here probably saying this. I'm gonna just put it right now. Kirito had a good fight of a boy and Broccoli versus Vector.
I'm going out. I don't care how much people are gonna try to discredit me for this. It doesn't matter how much you love Attack on Titan. It doesn't matter how much you love Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't care how much you love My Hero. When the Gintama movie comes out, it is over. That is the best fight in shonen. Period.
And this is
it's over.
Number one Gintama stand.
It's over. When that finale fight comes, it's over. I'm putting it out there. I'm sorry. If there's any Gintama stands, they know, they understand.
Your Zypher,
number one.
Your Zypher in chat is the best anime fight was Yui versus Yukino in Snuffle. Rigaru.
This season, in my opinion, has been disappointing, to be honest. The last episode was good, but
I also forgot ID Invaded happened this year.
I was gonna say that
I dropped that after 2 episodes.
It's really intriguing. I
forgot.
I suggest I didn't finish
all those
it.
weird like mystery like ghost anime that happened this year. I dropped all of them like right after like 3-4 episodes because I was like,
I think
because they pushed all the good series back. It was time for the mid to shine.
Yep, and that's what happened.
You gotta let that mid shine, man. You gotta do something with it.
I feel like
you want to stink.
I feel like those type of shows, ID Invaded, Inspector, like those type of cop shows or those type of very supernatural shows, watching it week to week, it doesn't build up well. Binge is better. I watched Inspector and I was more entertained as a binge. As a week to week show, it was very lackluster. I felt like I had to force myself to watch it. Binge, it really helped actually be more entertained because you saw the shows back to back and you was more entertained by it. For me, I haven't finished ID Invaded, so I don't know what episode that was. I've only done episode 3 or 4, but I think they said episode 10 that was, so haven't gotten to that yet.
Good, what? Yeah, he go get us banned saying a good.
You know what's been feeding me really well on a weekly basis?
Fire Force, because me too. Oh
no, Fire Force.
Oh, whoa! I love Fire. Like Fire Force is my thing right now. Like that's the one that surprised me this year.
I'm joking about Fire Force, but I will say that I lost interest. Like it's not bad by any means. But it didn't do enough to keep me involved.
I feel you.
It wasn't bad by any means.
I need to start RE0. I haven't even started it. I need to.
ReZero is like season 2, bro.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
I need
only this. Bro, and this is only the setup of this season because this entire season is one arc. And
I'm gonna have to catch up by next episode.
Part 2 of this arc is coming out in January alongside Attack on Titan. So I'm gonna be feasting next year.
This boy, he said, I'm hungry. Yeah. All right, I got you. So
I'm gonna have to catch up.
Start that one for you. I'm gonna start it for you, and be like, and then if it's garbage, I'm gonna be like, hey.
No.
Why you do this to me?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie though. The Gojo Stan anime was coming out recently. If you think it's garbage,
you might have accidentally clicked on SAO.
Oh,
I am excited for Kaizen mainly because I want to see a whole bunch of fangirl.
Who said that?
Yo, Ray, you're caught up with Kaizen, right? Or you read it?
I am not. I'm not completely caught up.
Okay, well, you know of Gojo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody knows the Gojo. I'm just waiting to see everybody's reactions. Yeah, Goat Joe.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see everybody's reactions to him. Like once they show like the highlights of Jujutsu Kaisen,
Man,
because he gets a lot of moments. No, because
that character
the funny thing about it is like when you start Kaizen, he's legit everyone's favorite character just because of
when you start. Like I had wished that Kakashi had it, but I can't say too much. I wish that Kakashi kind of had a similar arc to this guy because that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
hoo-wee. Yeah.
And if people don't know, Ray will be reacting to JJK.
That's right, baby.
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
gonna gonna be fun.
Let's go.
Yeah.
A lot of yelling.
Especially, I like the PV how they had like that angle shot when Gojo just legit swerved over Sukuna.
That was nice. I kept seeing that on my whole timeline, that as a GIF and
Are you talking
everything.
about that GIF?
Yeah, that GIF that they go side to side.
Smooth.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Is like I'd argue, and people can disagree with me if they want. That's completely fine because this is subjective at the end of the day. But when it comes to fights strictly and jump right now, Kaizen has the best choreography. Because the way that Akatami structures the panel, it's kind of like it's moving around where you could see where it's kind of like as you're reading it, it's like animated.
I'll give you that, but I can't like as much as I love. I just started One Punch Man again. I've been on a binge on that, and hot damn, those fights are ridiculous. And like at least where I am right now.
That's what I was gonna bring up, right? Because people say like the chapters feel. I never had that with JJK, but the only manga where I truly felt like the manga panels were like felt like they were animated was One Punch Man.
Man,
oh yeah, I mean
the art is amazing.
They're so good
because like,
I'm probably just gonna end up reading it honestly.
Because
that's what I started doing. Honestly, I was like, I don't care about. It is so good. It is so dumb good.
Manga I've read where I'm enjoying it because it literally like the way that the author chooses or the artist chooses to put these fights on the panel. It's like you're following a camera around.
It's not like now I get why people like One Punch Man, but only because of the manga. The manga is like saved this series for me. It's like something I enjoy because the art is legitimately next tier.
Yeah.
It's so
it's
good.
freaking amazing because Sam just showed me a panel from like one random chapter. I think it was like chapter 110 or like 130, close to where it's current. And I saw freaking the Earth, and there's a spaceship, and the shading.
It's something with Tatsumaki.
Most likely,
Yeah.
The whole
Something
the shading of that panel was freaking insane. Like
It's
just
amazing.
the detail, the panel, the detail of that is insane.
It instantly became one of my favorite like just mangas just to like look at because it's so beautiful to like just read. I'm like, yo, I love to see these panels. This is great. Like, what's he gonna do next? So because One Punch Man season 2 killed the hype train. For me, when I started watching season 2 and it was not like season 1 in the slightest, I was done. And so I had ragged on One Punch Man until I went on a vacation. I was like, what do I want to read? And I was like, One Punch Man seems all right. And I started reading One Punch Man, and I haven't stopped since I started reading it again because it's that good. It's actually fun. Like it's so much fun. Somebody says One Punch Man season 2, season 1 for the contents of the seasons. I can understand that. I think I can understand that. But that's because that's where they bring in Garo.
Wait, Kat said One Punch Man season 2 over season 1, in my opinion. Ooh.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like I can see why you would say that. Yeah, Garo. I think it's Garo.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people are hyped to see him.
Yeah, and I think that's so I can see why somebody would say they like season 2 over season 1. It's because of that character. He's probably one of the best characters so far in the entire thing.
Sam said the same thing because he said he reacted to One Punch Man the whole season 2, and he said it's like for him it was very lackluster, but he was entertained by the comedy, by Garo, the characters, but he wished it was the same type of animation of season 1 because he would have praised it the same, but just because of the whole animation drop, the laziness, he said it.
If season 2 had the same execution as season 1,
2019 would have been different.
Would have been way.
Oh yeah.
2019 would have been so different with what the animation is, but
like that would have been top tier if you ask me. So, but hey, it can't all be good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Like it can drop to like a 6 and be all right. You know. So, but like I'm reading. Like if you want more One Punch Man, read the manga straight up. Like I'm just gonna encourage you to read the manga on that one. Like no cap.
I don't think the anime is gonna be as great as
I don't think it'll ever get back to what it was that first season. I don't think.
Nah, and it's unfortunate too, because like that's because I think this is like last year I got into it finally after all those years. Same house, and I remember I watched the first season. I think I ended up watching it. I think around December or something because I was trying to prepare for the second season, and I think I only watched maybe 3 or 4 episodes of the second season of it, and I didn't really like it. So I'm just gonna start the manga.
Ray, I didn't know you back then, but when I was criticizing season 2, oh my god, I remember been so hated on my.
Oh yes, I remember.
It was
if
hilarious.
I mean, but were you wrong? Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm sure you weren't wrong, and now they'd be like,
I think it was about 50% people are like, bro, just keep talking your shit. Like, you're right. This shit is disappointing, and the other half's like, bro, just watch it. We actually got something animated.
Yeah, because yo, Zypher got so many dislikes on his videos for One Punch Man when he did it. If I remember correctly, I think he stopped reacting after like episode 6 or something because he just got so flamed in the comments.
Bro. And it was funny. There was like such popular comments saying, I hate this series and I'm just doing this for views. So just to spite them, in a video, I bought a bunch of One Punch Man volumes and threw it at the camera.
I remember that.
Oh my god.
I remember that. Wow.
Oh
damn,
man, I like One Punch Man is a lot of fun. I love what it is. Like it's too much fun, but that adaptation just did not go well. Because like I started it and I was like,
I think what was really smart on the artist, right, is like he knew the Saitama effect, like the whole gimmick of him was gonna run out real quick. And then he brought in Garo, who almost kind of took over this series in a sense.
He did, and I'm glad. Because he's way more interesting. Good. He's way more interesting, like so much more interesting. That makes me happy.
Like, because he's not a villain, he's not a protagonist, he's not an antagonist. Like,
he goes through so much, and I'm like, he changes sides so many times. I'm like, oh wow, you really timed out Plus for 8 minutes?
I just said in the chat.
That was a joke. What an asshole.
I just said in the chat. I don't know how timeout works. I'm still new to this whole moderator thing. All I know is small things. You still haven't. You still have
hashtag blame
translation.
Miguel.
He's being a bully.
Yep. Hashtag blame Miguel. It's all his fault.
Bully your audience.
You don't know. Ray, with his busy schedule, haven't had the chance to teach me and Sam how to do the Twitch stuff that we've been.
See, now he's trying to blame other people.
Yep,
Come
exactly.
on,
he's deflecting.
Just own up to your mistake.
Go look up
the imposter.
He's the imposter. Sus.
Uh-oh.
But no, man, I love One Punch Man. I used to go One Punch Man a lot of shit because of the anime specifically, and like I said, ever since I started reading manga, it's like, no, I get it. Like I get it. I know why y'all like this. At least the people who read it anyway. Same thing with Hunter x Hunter. If they ever got anything from it.
Oh man, I remember when I watched the 2011 adaptation and I caught up to it, and then I caught up to the manga.
I have been
and I never saw the light of day again.
I've been waiting to catch up on the manga for Hunter x Hunter. I've been waiting to get caught up on the manga because I'm like, I guess if I wait at least another 2 years, a new chapter might come out.
You know what's crazy though is Chimera Ant arc, which is the most respected and highly right?
Just saying, Zypher, Ray hates the arc.
No, I don't. I don't hate that arc.
Okay, what arc? But I will say, I watched that shit weekly, and it was one of the worst weekly experiences ever, bro. But
Ray and guys, you can talk about it. I'm gonna get my drink. I'll be right back. Have fun.
He still hasn't watched it.
But on rewatch, I enjoyed it a lot more. But I still prefer Yorknew to Chimera Ant arc. But I
will say right now, I completely agree with you there because I also really like Yorknew way more than Chimera arc. I like the Chimera arc a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, but Yorknew,
I love its themes. I love its characters.
Same.
But when it comes down to it, bro, like the involvement with the Phantom Troop and the whole mafia thing and the music and taking
it was sick.
Dude, it was just everything about it was just like you loved every little piece of it.
I thought exactly. Yep, kid, you got it. You got it. I don't know, man. Look, Yorknew was sick. I love Yorknew.
It was.
I really respect what the Chimera arc did. Don't get me wrong. I respect the hell out of that. But Yorknew was my shit.
That's why I can't blame people for putting it above Chimera because it was a great arc.
Yeah, so that's why I fell in love with Hunter x Hunter.
That's why I wish, like, in some way, like, someone puts a spell on Togashi's back or some shit. Because,
please,
dude, we're literally getting Hisoka trying to murder the entire Phantom Troop, and I don't get to see that shit because Togashi might die.
Maybe. I'll come clean. York New was my least favorite major arc. Okay, let's ban Plus again for 8 more minutes.
All right, I'm gonna go do that right now.
Least favorite? Yeah, that's
I-
yikes.
No, that was a joke. Stop banning him.
Don't actually ban him. Yeah, don't actually.
Miguel, stop banning him. God.
This guy is like kill hungry.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna untime you out. I fixed it.
he just loves to bully people, man. It's his insecurities.
Ali. Oh, look, I'm back again.
Captain says, I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, but with its praise, I'm wondering if it will beat Shogun Asashi. From my perspective, no, but it will be just underneath it. It will be just underneath those arcs.
Maybe.
He's drunk with power.
Yeah,
How much
he
you been
is.
drinking, Miguel?
It's them Nutter Butters, man.
Man, you got the evidence right
I'm
there.
drinking Blue Moon mango wheat flavor.
My
You have
boy's a
that
lightweight.
Colombian snow?
He had half a beer.
I just started my beer.
Yeah.
That's my first beer.
Like,
He took
Never
one
know.
sip. It's too late. Yep. Put him on the show so he can explain, please. Oh, actually, maybe we might have to get Plus on here so he can explain himself.
You're the only one that call him Perm.
Yeah. Most of us call him. But the thing is, most of the friends call him Perm. I call him
See,
Perma.
I call people by the names that I know them as. Like, if I don't
Bro,
know you,
I
I'm not gonna call you
remember-
what everybody else calls you. I don't know you
Yeah.
like that.
I remember when I told him, like, bro, do not change this to your name. You're gonna regret it. And he's like, no. I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. Oops.
A few months later, he's like, yeah, maybe it wasn't the best decision.
Yeah, because I call him Perm or I call him Permy sometimes too.
I mean, I
No,
like
the
name.
main reason why he changed
like
his
it.
name is because whenever you searched him up on YouTube, you found like hair tutorials and
Big Perm, Big Worm.
Bro, I've told him his name could have been Perm, and he could have called his subscribers the permanent markers.
I mean, hey,
You
Yeah.
still can.
had
I
a nice
still
ring
can.
to it.
You still
But
can.
That's a good ring to it. That's actually
Uh-huh.
good.
Oh, it's Perm from Among Us? Question mark.
Oh, he's got a
Oh, yep. It's Perm
Yes,
from Among Us.
Kendall.
Yep.
Yes. I'm not calling them permanent markers.
in full
It's
caps,
worth
by
it.
the way. Full caps.
He's yelling now, so he wants you to hear.
You got him angry.
Calm down, guys. The guy from IKEA.
I've never heard.
Getting upset.
I've never heard Perm angry. Like he has such a calm voice. He's like such a calm person when you speak to him or talk to him. I never heard him angry actually. Like does
What
he
is
ever
up,
get
my permanent markers? Yeah, that don't have a good ring to it.
Like, it's like yo
No, but I do
You can
it
go to
because I was
conventions, give
trolling
out
him.
markers.
I wasn't actually serious.
yo
Oh my
Ray.
God.
We should really have Nate on the podcast in the future because I really want to talk to him. He has had about 30 plus copyright and still has his channel alive. 30
Ow!
plus. 30 plus copyrights.
I think you're downplaying it. I
who
think
you
it's
s-
closer to 50.
Who you sleeping with?
No,
on
no.
YouTube?
Well, maybe it's more. I'm just saying is.
Hey,
I'm just saying it's
hey.
30 plus.
Ironically, Polo, before
He has-
this, up till a month ago, absolutely no one. But what was his name? I think his name was Dave or David.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah.
We somehow managed to find this dude who got us into this Discord where it's just nothing but big YouTubers
Yep.
and like just all content creators. And
I think I'm
this
still
guy
in that
works. This guy David works for YouTube. He literally looked up his channel. He's like, "Yeah, I got you. Boop, 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 boop. Got it."
Oh,
He has got it. He has
Good
got
shit,
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm
Dave?
still in it. Yeah, I'm
good
still
shit,
in it.
Dave.
We literally made a meme for Dave where it's like you know that Goda a meme where it's like the Jesus. Yeah, so we put Dave as
Oh
the
my
guy,
God.
and then it's just all the content creators around him.
That's amazing. But Abby wants to go. Hey, what are you all reading right now? So for me, recently, hold on, let me pull up the list because I got a list, so I can just do that now.
All right.
I'm gonna have to bring out mine too.
I'm
Let's
about
look
to
at the
say
list.
because if you had any
So-
list, you could just pop that up real quick.
Or I could just open Show to Jump where I read everything and look right there.
Yeah, there
Um,
we go.
Let's see. So
All right, Ray, go
Chainsaw
first.
Man, Dragon Ball Super, One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Ghost Reaper Girl, Claymore, My Hero Vigilantes, My Hero, of course, Hard Boiled Cop and Dolphin, and Burn the Witch. That's what I'm reading.
All right. I'll go. Oh no, Kid, go first because I think you have a shorter list than me and Zypher.
Yeah, I'm just looking off my annual list. So I have Attack on Titan, Beastars,
I can go through the Webstoons later on.
Hiatus X Hiatus, My Hero Academia, Chainsaw Man, Doctor Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Phantom Seer, which I actually need to read the past 2 chapters. I did not read them.
For me, I have read Solo Leveling. I'm gonna just say the ones I'm cut up to instead. One Piece, My Hero, Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, Black Clover, Boruto, Eden Zero,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Black Clover and Boruto. LOL.
Dragon Ball Super, Undead
I wonder
Unlock,
why.
Fairy 200 Quest, Ghost Reaper Girl, Hardboy Cop and Dolphin, Mass Show, and Burn the Witch, but that's done already, so that's about it. And series I'm catching up. Oh, sorry, wait, one more series: My Hero Academia Vigilantes and Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
Series-
Kaiju number 8. Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Series
yeah,
I'm-
I still need to check out that one. I keep forgetting about
It's good.
it.
it's
Read
good.
it.
I highly recommend it. I'm like only
Like-
3 chapters in. I still need to catch up to the most recent.
Holy shit! No, read that. That shit's
Yeah.
fantastic.
The ones I'm catching up with is Solo Leveling, Tower of God, Mission Joseph Crow Family, Blue Lock, and Kaiju number 8. And another series I want to catch up on is Kingdom and One Punch Man. So those are what I'm actually.
Shit, Kendall. Kendall's the only one that said Epo, so Kendall has the best taste out of everybody in chat. Y'all can all suck it. Just saying.
All right. And Zypher, go ahead. What's your list? Because I know your list is
I'm
long.
just gonna list the top 5 manga I'm enjoying the most right now that I'm caught up with, which is My Hero, Kaguya-sama, Bungo Stray Dogs, Villain
Okay.
Saga, and Jojolian.
Okay.
And in terms of catching up, just to name a few, I mean, I haven't touched any of these mangas in a while because I just haven't really been reading. But Tower of God, Chainsaw Man, Grand Blue, Horimiya, Pokemon Adventures, and Mashal.
To respond to what TGWM said, me and Sam did react to our boy Welcome to Demon School.
And no, I'm
Iruma-kun?
I'm not reading Iruma-kun. No.
But me and Sam watch it. We reacted to the 23 episodes. But Sam reads it, so I don't read it, but Sam does. He reads a lot more other stuff and other slice of love stuff. And
By the way, TGW, I saw what you said. Don't let me come for your neck. I've probably read more than you from ever. I've forgotten more about what I've read than you probably read ever. Just so you know. Just saying. So I'm be
Just
careful.
pointed it out there. So.
Just putting it out there. Just put it out there. All right.
Chat said Zypher reads Arigato. I'll read it when all the light novels are out, which should be in like 6 years.
which question about that, Cypher? I have a question. So you have a backlog sometimes of things that you want to watch and read, but you just never get to it, and you ask for other people to give you more recommendation, and they'd be like, "Wait, they don't catch my interest," and everything. So
Just don't catch my interest.
So how does that process work? I wanna understand your mindset there
He
because
wants
it's
to
very
know your
intriguing.
secret.
But if something doesn't immediately grab my interest, it just gets thrown to the back of the backlog.
I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
But sometimes it's just like the timing and what I'm looking for. And like sometimes I just want to laugh. Sometimes I want to be blown away. Sometimes I want to find out that I'm lonely because their relationship is going really well and mine isn't. Type shit, you know?
Okay, that got dark quick. Okay.
No, I'm just talking. Yo, I'm gonna be like, yo, Horimiya is gonna be that gas. I'm gonna see that amazing relationship development, and then I'm gonna be like, damn, I want that.
I mean, okay.
You never had that? You're telling me you've never read a romance series and you're like, damn.
Actually, the only romance series I started was technically Kaguya-sama.
Oh, you guys don't even read romance series. I'm talking to a bunch of meatheads.
Listen.
Well, Sam reads, but he's not here.
We're all 75% meat, okay? Don't come for me. All right?
Well, technically 75% water.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
Well, if I correct, 75 or 82% water. You know, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. You could spoil it for me later. But anyway,
too much Dr. Stone.
I mean, I don't know, right? Romance stuff, like I could, but
I do need to catch up to Dr. Stone because on pause, I have Dr. Stone and Attack on Titan because Attack on Titan I stopped on chapter 100 and Dr. Stone chapter 55, and they passed that, and so I do need to catch up on those two. But Attack on Titan, I'm gonna wait until the anime and then after just read it, or I don't know how I would feel in 2 months.
I mean, it's adapting the rest of the series, so.
Yeah.
Apollo, have you seen March Comes In Like a Lion?
yes, actually,
Wow, I'm surprised. I actually thought you didn't.
I'm surprised. Listen, I've been around for a while, okay? I watch a lot of stuff. I like to watch stuff that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying?
But yo, I would argue March Comes In Like a Lion's like happy depression.
No,
What is that again? Wait,
no.
March. Wait,
I would think-
March coming to what?
It's like, oh yeah, this is.
March
I am
comes
sad
in
now.
like a lion.
Yes.
Wait.
No, because sad shit happens.
Wait, Zypher, say it one more time
but then
because
you see him always overcome those issues and prosper.
I mean, yeah,
Can you say it
but
one more time?
it's like, oh, it's so sad.
March comes in like a lion.
comes.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, it came out in 2016. All right.
And you also need to watch Your Lie in April.
Your line April, that's been in the back burner, so that's like me, kind of like Cypher. Like whenever I feel like crying.
So like when I first started watching anime, like for real, that's the kind of stuff I watch. Like I watch all that
What,
stuff.
slice of
I'm-
life?
Yeah, I watch Slice of Life and
Really?
all those.
It's
like,
actually
yeah,
funny
I watch all that
because
stuff.
I started off as a meathead. I was like Naruto, Bleach, Fairy Tail, Hunter x Hunter, Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online. I was all this shit. I was all the long running shonen. Once that shit was done, I was like, what's ecchi?
What's ecchi? Yeah,
Me, I was.
that's why I started. I started there.
He started the edge. You're like Nate. You're like Memory. He started with High School DxD, and that's when he knew he was like, "Yo, this is my genre right
I
here."
started with like Ron Mahalf and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why
I'm not even sure.
Bro, when
what I
Memory saw High
started
School DxD, he put down that Call of Duty controller for just a second. He's like, "Hold up."
What's this over here? Yeah.
Nate's like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
he admits to it too. He's like, yeah, I did that.
Me
You a man
too.
of culture as well. Yes.
That's the same for me. I watched first ecchi anime and then the shonen, which was Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. I just recently watched the show Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood less than 2 years ago, so I was late into that game. Trigon is one of the best short series that I've watched, but just recently I just started to get into more slice of life, isekai, and sports genre. Just recently doing
Call it
YouTube or anything.
isekai?
So I recently made a list of
Yes.
stuff that I remember watching. I was trying to remember off the top of my head. So like Skip,
Make an any list.
like Skip Beat,
Make an
School
anime list.
Rumble, Fruits Baskets. I also count Vampire Night in that. What is it? Totora. What's the other one called?
Golden Time?
I don't remember. Yes, thank you. Go Time. What was the other one? There were so many. God, there's so many.
But you know what I've noticed about me is that I'll find a genre, be obsessed with it, go through a bunch of that shows from that genre, and then I'll notice a pattern, and then I'll get tired, and then it would have to do something really unique in that genre to interest me. So I'll watch a bunch of ecchi trash, but then if like if the story ain't good anymore in the ecchi, I'm like, it's just another ecchi. I'll watch
can
a
understand
shit
that.
ton of romance. I've gone through like 30, 40, 50 romance, but then I'll start noticing that pattern, and I'm like, I'm tired of the genre. And that's what happens with like every genre I get into.
Yeah, because I did that with sports, anime and manga, and then I found Ippo, and I was like, well, Ippo is perfect, so I don't need to watch anything else.
Yeah, dude,
So-
I want to get it. Ippo is one of those, you know the series you just have a really good feeling about. Ippo is one of the series where I'm like, I feel like it's gonna be, I'm gonna love that series.
Man, Ippo is
I still
like
need to
Ippo
check
is.
that out.
People
There's a
will
lot of
ask
stuff
me
I still need to
any other
check out.
time, like almost any other day of the week. Somebody be like, "What's your favorite anime?" And I'll be like, "Ippo." Ippo's that's my favorite. I love Ippo. Like,
But it's so weird that they have people call also Fighting Spirit, and I find that sorry because I was searching for YouTube, and they have it as called the Fighting Spirit. I'm like,
that's a different season. Yeah.
but it's so weird. But I'm kind of like I was Zypher here
Talking about
that
favorite anime.
Oh,
Monogatari.
that's right. You're the one that's always talking about that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you could see that all over the timeline.
He always talks about that, and he used to talk about One Piece, but now he kind of forgot about that. So it's Monogatari and Gintama is also the ones that he kind of preach right now.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I like it. So yeah, what somebody talked about, I don't know why I just remember this, because I guess I remember thinking about stuff I watched when I was younger. Shaman King coming back. Yes, please. I am very excited about Shaman King coming back.
I'm
Shaman
happy about that, so I can finally get into it.
I
Yeah,
can't
like,
wait. I
it'll
can't
be
wait to
good.
finally watch it for the first time because I will
Fun
be the one
fact.
reacting to it, calling dips right now.
Fun fact, Shaman King is that one series when I knew nothing about anime, I knew nothing about manga. When I was like 9 or 10 years old, I randomly walked into the bookstore and I asked my mom to buy me the first volume of Shaman King. I loved it, but then I never continued it because I was a little kid and I couldn't just keep buying the volumes.
Oh no!
But-
Remember when we
But
didn't
Shaman
have
King
money?
was my first manga
I
volume
remember
ever
those days.
purchased
Those were some
of
sad
anything from
times.
Japan.
Sad times.
But that was like my first like ever like touch with like Japanese media. and that
Wow.
was but I never got to pass first volume, and I thought it was cool. Whatever I read first volume of.
When most people ask me what really put me to watch other anime was actually SAO and Naruto. Those two are the ones that actually put me to watch other animes back when it was 2009 or 2010 when it was first on Netflix and everything. And that's what got me intrigued to watch other series like I don't know that can name, but a lot of series that got me into it because of first Naruto and SAO.
I think when I started really getting into anime, like besides like Pokemon and all that jazz, it probably was Fairy Tail, honestly, and then that fell off, and I found other stuff.
Fairy Tail, such an
Yeah, I know.
interesting.
You guys will literally read books under the age of 10. I sooner commit.
It's
Listen,
a series with wasted potential.
all I did under the age of 10 was read books. I read books and manga. That's all I literally did.
I never read books.
I only started reading manga like 5 years ago.
I started reading manga before I read comic books. Technically,
I read comic books first and then manga, and I read
like manga
webtoons.
got me into comic books.
Webtoons. I
Around
just
10,
relate.
the only thing I think I read around 10 was Diary of the Wimpy Kid and Bones.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
reading Diary of Grumpy Kid. I
Or
still have
Bones,
those
or Bones.
books
Ah.
down.
Remember
It's like a little
Goosebumps?
white dude.
Astro Boy manga was great. Alita Battle Angel was great. God, there were so many good ones.
Who remember
what I'm talking when I
Goosebumps
say
of
both.
the books?
You fucking R.L. Stein books? No,
I think I only watched the show. I didn't
Yeah.
really read the books.
Is
I
it
have the
Bone getting an
hardcover.
anime or
Maybe.
a TV show? I swear it got announced.
I think
What?
that's.
I have no clue.
I don't know.
What did?
Bone. It's like one of my favorite graphic novels to read.
Oh yeah, it's some Netflix. I think it's on a Netflix series
Wait,
or
let's
something.
do it this way.
I'm not sure.
But yes, Kira, yeah. I hope the Shaman King gets a true ending. Thank God, that'd be nice.
The art?
Hey, aren't they doing something with Akira too?
I think so. If they're
If-
not like putting it
if I-
back in theaters in 4K or something like that.
They are putting it back in 4K. Johnny Young Blush.
Johnny Young Bosch, my boy.
He did a tweet I think yesterday or 2 days ago saying that they're putting a remastered version of 4K or something like that. Putting it back in theater is what I heard or saw.
But yeah, Bosch showing a jump from the Scholastics. Man, y'all remember this fucking Scholastics fair? Wow.
I used to love
You
going.
had to pre-order the books.
Wow.
And then
You had to pre-order the books in a book? That's
Dude.
wild.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember how hyped I would get. I would try to convince my mom. I'm like, Mom, I want this one. I want
Right?
this one. She's like, you can only pick one. I was like,
Yeah,
you
dude,
can't
I
both
remember.
pick one.
I remember how excited I got when I had
Me
those at
too.
school
I used to
too.
fucking love that,
Scholastic
man.
Book Fair
The
was
Scholastic Book Fair used to be the hype and shit.
Kids,
like, for real.
I bought
kids
this.
Just, like read the Fortnite manga.
I bought this. I
You know
bought
there's
this
a
from.
You know there actually is a Fortnite manga.
No, I did not know that.
Did not know that existed. But I bought this from a school, I think, convention back when it was this, and they had like this here is a Scholastic. I'm like, yo, Mom, I want this book, and this is the only Naruto manga volume I have. Volume
Yeah, it's the
27.
only one you need.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's the only one
I'm
you
just
should
kidding.
ever proceed to get.
Damn.
Wow, how dare the both of you?
I will probably get One Piece volumes first before Naruto.
Naruto
So that's kind
manga
of true.
is great.
Well, that is.
Also considered one of the most disappointing with a high potential series.
Manga or anime wise?
Just overall series as a whole. You gotta remember the Great Ninja War was 1/3 of the series, the last 200 chapters, and it was a complete mess.
I mean, that end of it, the ending,
Madara disappointing, Kaguya disappointing.
Madara was great.
No, the way his character wrapped up.
Yeah, I don't care about that. But overall, before that
Kaguya,
happened, everything else was great. Kaguya was.
Obito-
I mean, well, that's a spoiler. I can't
This
say
man
that.
Naruto said the man who murdered his parents, the guy who murdered his parents said he's a cool guy.
Classic MC. And you were out that bad after all. Yeah,
Yeah, let's be friends. Let's go get some ice cream.
basically. So
Sad
yeah,
truth
no.
is everyone be sleeping on Detective.
What happened?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
just
Detective
someone said-
Conan. Oh,
I
man.
actually want to check it out one day.
I used to read that and
But
watch
that's
that.
also like another One Piece marathon
Yeah.
mission.
That's
so.
a.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, I think Detective Conan was 1,300 or 1,400 chapters. And I was like, somebody actually said, "Yo, how much do I have to pay you and Sam to actually read that series?" I was like, to read 1,400 chapters. I was like, I don't know, it's not worth it right now at the moment. I was like, nah.
$1,000.
It's not worth it for the money, boy. What's wrong?
No, but
Bro,
like,
you know what? You know what I feel bad on. Someone paid me $200 to read Berserk, and I made it to chapter 100 something. I wasn't feeling it, and I dropped it.
Oh no! Easy money. Easy money. Oh
Yeah,
man.
but that's the thing. Like, what happened to me and Sam when I interested after some amount? It's like, what? It's like,
But I'll be real. The Naruto manga was great. I didn't actually start watching Naruto until right before they went to Shippuden, because I read it all the way up until then. And
I caught up to Shippuden. I actually remember the exact episode. It was Sasuke versus Danzo is his name?
oh yeah, shit, yeah. The Great Ninja Summit? Yeah, it's Summit, isn't it?
No, before that happened.
Oh, before
It
that.
was-
Okay.
It was around when, like, right after he met Danzo. Doesn't he run into what's that black dude's name?
Killer B.
Killer B, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he runs into Killer B and he fights Killer B around then.
When
Gotcha.
was that?
Okay. All right. But I like Naruto. I'm never gonna be like,
And
God,
then they said
Naruto's go.
100 episodes of filler.
Yeah, and so I skipped all of them. I shit you not. I skipped all of them and just watched the stuff that was actually like important.
See, at the time, that was my first anime. I didn't know what the
Oh
fuck they were. I
no.
was suffering. And I was like, and that was when I was,
no.
and that's when I was like, holy shit, this is garbage.
Yeah, I skipped all of that. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll jump back in when they actually start telling the story.
And maybe that's why you have a higher opinion. Because right after Naruto, when I caught
for
up to
real.
that, I watched Attack on Titan. I was like, yo, this shit 24 episodes way better than.
Mhm.
but the thing is, that's what sucks about is that. Imagine Naruto didn't have all that filler, and also actually
That's
made
right.
filler.
Sometimes I don't know that people. I sometimes I forget that people didn't know to skip the filler.
But also is that if they made filler, that actually us audience were intrigued to know about other characters. Like imagine if they made filler about
I'll be very
Kakashi
real.
that we actually cared about.
How often is filler actually liked by anybody? Because like at that point, it should just be part of the main story if it's good, right?
But
Honestly,
you know what's
yeah.
crazy is like, and another way to look at this is like One Piece, for example. I never had a problem with pacing when I watched it because I wasn't in the community. So when people were like, the pacing is us, I was like, what the fuck is a pacing? Like I didn't even know what the hell that was.
I didn't even know that much stuff about it either.
I mean, so far I've been loving One Piece so far. I haven't had any problems with One Piece.
But
I watched through
you've been
Just
reading
Force in,
it,
like,
though.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been reading it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah, well, I mean, that's
but
not
Cypher
the-
talked about
right,
watching
too.
it though.
I mean, we've already discussed this. So like, it just depends on the manga if I'm gonna actually watch it versus
But-
read it. It depends.
I do agree the pacing because I'm rewatching One Piece with my girl. My girl has no problem with the pacing. She's enjoying it. She's enjoying the character.
Because she's not
Me-
involved with the community.
She's
She
not.
doesn't have
Exactly.
that.
And
she's
I'm happy about
removed
that.
from it.
I'm
Yep.
happy about that. Me rewatching the whip, I'm like, that's a bit slow. This could have been better camera angle. And I'm like, wait. So I had to actually remind myself, turn off the brain, just enjoy what it is. One Piece, the show.
I mean,
the
turn
anime.
off the critical eye because I mean we all have that now. This is the space that we're in. This is what we do.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I watched One Piece for what it is because, in my opinion, it is still one of my favorite binges I've ever done.
Agreed.
Watching anime, but like if I try to do it nowadays, I would hate One Piece anime.
Ooh.
Somebody saying Gintama fillers are great.
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't know about that. We'll see. Maybe
But the
one of
thing
us
is-
will start it.
But the thing is, because the Gintama fillers are never like plot related, it kind of plays off its own comedy.
That
it
is
continues
true
to do.
because
Mm.
I was
So,
watching. I was
It
watching
never
one of,
really truly feels like filler. Like I remember, what made like episode 150 so hilarious is them discussing the fact that they're going bankrupt and the anime might not run, so they need to cut to the ending of the manga when the manga ending wasn't even created. So they cut to the final fight of the series, and you're like, what is going on? And they're like, no, this isn't good enough. Someone else needs to write this better. And they go over the ending 4 or 5 times, the final fight of the manga, when it hasn't even been created yet. And then it somehow goes into the end of Evangelion. Yeah. And I'm just like, what is going on right now? And it was just hilarious.
So see, it sounds like there's a lot of humor, like good humor built into
Oh, yeah,
Gintama.
yeah.
So I mean, that I love that can happen. Like if you've got somebody who knows, like you got somebody who's like genuinely funny, they can make a series like that just work, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, like, I think the issue that lies with Gintama is it takes a while, a very long time, for the plot to start moving forward
Mm.
because what it decided to do was take the risk and just build and watch these characters build their relationships, have a blast, just do dumb shit, right? Almost like slice of life comedy, and then it gets into the plot. But the thing is, most people need a plot to get invested in, but it doesn't really push that on you.
Mm.
You have to kind of give it its time. But once you get invested into the characters and the comedy, oh my god, it's hilarious.
I
Mm.
do
And,
agree with that
And then
because
when it gets serious, it's over. It's like boom,
I like
bada
it.
bing.
I mean, Gintama had one of the best fights I think I'd ever seen. Period. With that, I guess it was like there was these ninjas attacking the city or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember what that was. It was
it's one of the
Yo.
highly acclaimed arcs.
it's wild. That was wild. Like that fight
Bro,
was
Do you
insane.
think that's why I'm like the next one, this movie that's coming out is supposed to be movie quality and it's supposed to be better than anything you've seen.
Okay, all right.
it's very exciting because I've only seen
But-
2 or 3 episodes with Zypher that was filler. There's one episode about, I think it was like in the earlier 100 episodes, and it was about our boy Kentucky coming out of jail or trying to escape jail with somebody or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Remember Zypher? It's just one night, and I was entertained, not knowing anything about Gintama, but I was really entertained by this filler because he told me like, "Yo, I just want to watch something with somebody with this filler." Alright, cool. I watched about 2-3 episodes with him, and I was entertained myself. I want to watch Gintama one day, but right now I'm not in the mindset to do it in a
Yeah.
full binge. Cause that's a long
will
binge.
say-
Yeah, I've
though-
only watched 18 episodes.
I
will
watched
say
on at
Apollo,
6.
do not watch that fight, or any of you do not watch that. That is a major spoiler. Whatever contents that comes in within that fight will ruin the entirety of the series for you. To avoid that fight at all costs. You're probably gonna see that shit spammed on the timeline because it's Gintama and Gintama charts go crazy on Twitter, but avoid it at all costs. Do not see that fight on the timeline. And some of you in chat, because some of these are from my friends here in chat, do not watch that fight because they love watching clips. They love spoiling themselves for whatever reason.
A lot of people do that. I don't know why.
Yeah, Miguel does that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Miguel does
So
that.
hey, so like
Yeah,
just to
it
change
does.
subject real quick. Konosuba. Any of y'all watch Konosuba?
I love Konosuba.
Thank you. Okay, I like
That
you.
movie was hilarious. Dude, Apollo, did you watch that movie in theaters?
Yes. Not in
Did
no,
you
not in theater.
and-
I watch it online.
Oh, okay. Because I got to watch that at Anime New York.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I have never laughed through a movie so much. And I think what helps it is the entire audience for the hour and a half is just dying.
That would have been
And it
fun.
makes
That would have
and
been so
and
much fun.
And it makes it even funnier sometimes because you'll have some guy have with the ugliest laugh. And then you just start
Then
laughing
everybody
with
else
that.
laughs.
Yeah. And it was
Uh-huh.
so good.
I love
Like,
Konosuba.
I remember when very small spoiler. It's not a plot spoiler or anything. But when you find out that supposed woman is
Yes,
not a
is a
woman,
dude.
the whole theater lost their mind. They're like, Kazuma, get the hell out.
Oh my goodness, it was so like I keep trying to get Miguel to watch it. I'm like, Miguel, you would love this. This is your kind of stuff. You would
Oh,
love
yeah.
this. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he'll forget about it and he'll never watch it. So.
I never said okay. October, November, December.
But what am I
Hold
saying?
on.
He still hasn't finished Hunter x Hunter.
Hold
It's
on, hold
been
on,
like 6
hold on.
months.
I remember
October,
that.
October, November, December, we're free more. There's less anime to cover, so I want to put more time to do the streaming and watch more shows. So that's my goal.
Makes no sense to me.
It makes
because
no sense.
Well,
There's
I
no
will
anime
no.
What did we
Didn't
just
effort
talk
to
about?
cover
What
this
did we
season.
just talk about?
Well, most of the stuff for us to cover is literally Friday, Saturday, Sundays. I have more Tuesday to Thursdays free.
Are you
Meaning-
sure?
Okay.
Because
okay.
I would even argue that this season is more spread out.
I was going to say,
than
like,
it's been.
look, Sam was like, okay, my boy.
I have not watched Haiku, so I can't watch that. That's one down that I can't.
Jujutsu
So
Kaisen, Higurashi. Tell me you're covering Higurashi. That shit's gonna it's probably gonna do good.
which one is Higurashi? I don't know which one is that. And
Higurashi's that psychological horror.
Wait, no one mentioned Log Horizon Season 3? You're right.
but that's next year though. That's next year spring.
Higurashi?
No,
Spring?
no. Log Horizon that
Oh,
they
yeah,
just
yeah.
said. Higurashi, which one is that?
There's like
Oh, I
10
see
shows coming out that Friday. Yeah.
It comes out on Thursdays, I believe.
Higurashi when they cry, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, did I know about it? Sam, usually Sam is the one that picks what we should cover that will give us views and everything.
That will do good because it is written by a highly acclaimed author. It is the author of Higurashi and Umineko, which are both highly acclaimed visual novels, and I believe that the authors.
Well, for anime lately, we're covering on Sunday when Attack on Titan comes out in December, but Monday is gonna be Nobilis. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, Thursday is nothing. Thursday, it could be Higurashi from what you're saying. Friday is too many fucking shows that are coming out. It's gonna be JJK, Danmachi, Dragon Quest, and then
Oh.
Saturday is gonna be Digimon. That's all that we know.
You're doing
See,
three, so you do
Memory
3
even
shows
said
on
he
Friday.
did-
One
he said he
Friday,
did. Go ahead.
was gonna say Friday is gonna be Ray doing JJK, me and Sam doing Danmachi, and Dragon Quest at night. So those are those 3 on Friday.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
like
okay.
10 shows coming out on Friday, bro. It's
A
nuts.
lot of stuff coming
Too
out.
many
So you're
shows are
gonna be
coming from-
busy because you're not gonna do it all on Friday. You're gonna have to push some of that. It's gonna have to happen.
Well, Sam said that Danmachi is gonna be in the morning, and then JJK from you is gonna be afternoon or in the evening, and then Dragon Quest is gonna be Saturday morning release.
Bro,
That's what Sam
I'm
and me
gonna have to
talking
go
about.
crazy with the JJK editing because literally by the time I hit edit and upload, and for JJK, Haikyuu drops, and I have to then have to do Haikyuu. Literally, they're 1 hour apart.
Sounds like
It
you're
takes
gonna
me-
need an editor.
Not really. It takes me about 15-20 minutes to edit.
But he doesn't do much. He just literally cuts and stuff. He don't do no
Bro,
special effects,
Bro,
no
I'm
zoom
gonna
in
show you
shots.
the magic trick
Don't do your
to putting
friends
out
like that.
videos quickly. If you're not doing any zoom ins or any kind of transitions, bro, you literally just expand the audio range and cut out all the empty spaces. Put it all together.
I
Boom,
mean,
you
he's
got
right.
your video.
I mean, he's right. Oh my
Well-
Now,
god.
here's the thing.
W-
When
Welcome,
you're
guys,
like
to
this small-
Editing 101 to simple editing on YouTube. Cut,
Wait.
paste, upload. That's it.
I mean, hey, that's the way it is.
I mean, sometimes that's the way it be, man.
Yeah, I've done it before.
This is what you need to know. When you're like a smaller content creator, there's literally no reason for you to put in that extra effort because no one gives a shit. You're still a small content creator.
But
Once you
I
grow it-
care.
I care though.
No,
I
but
care.
once, I mean, if you're really that thing about it, then that's fine.
But thing
once you
is,
start
I
growing
get what
and
you're
see the
saying.
numbers increase, then it's worth putting in the effort.
I get what you're saying. But thing is, I went to school for editing. So if I do just a simple edit just to upload, I feel like I get it. And like, it's just, I guess it's just my work ethic. Like if, like that's just my creative mind. If I see something cool to do in that scene and I want to do a zoom in shot, if I want to do a flip or whatever, it's just I feel like I have to do it. I just cannot
Well,
just
your
leave it.
creative
straight.
mindset is gonna hold you back on YouTube because when you're small, all that matters is timing. No one gives a shit. It's just timing. You gotta be the first one out. You gotta be out before the Roger bases and the heavenly controllers. The Afro Senjus. You gotta beat them to it. Because once they're out, it's like, oh well, I don't know. Reason.
You heard it. You heard it here first. Timing.
That's true. Time management and health also. Health is important of yourself as a person because health is.
No, fuck health.
Oh wait.
I'm kidding. Worry
Wait.
about health.
Wait,
I'm about to
didn't
say we're here to
I
talk
mean,
about mental
as
health.
long as you sleep. I mean, no matter what time you sleep, as long as you sleep.
Oh,
You know
don't
what I'm
worry. As soon as Miguel starts talking about SAO,
Boy, boy, gotta be kidding me.
saying? Oh shit! Oh no, he did it again.
bro, if you want to work, if you need sleep and worry about your mental health, just turn on SAO, bro. I got.
Oh no!
Oh, Sam, I did not know that you actually recommended that to YouTube for us to cover that. I know that you did. And plus, Memory said that he did reactions to the OG
Miguel off the
Higurashi
podcast, bro.
episodes.
He's just reading the show.
No. Hey, I'm just trying to catch up to the chat of what I missed and what they said.
It's
And plus,
okay.
Nate said it disrespected.
does
I'll be right back.
Yeah. of
Okay,
course I will.
bye. Oh man, SAO. But that was me and Wise Man's grandchild. A Wise Man's grandchild absolutely put me to sleep.
What's
I
been
was
great
like-
job. Yo, if people actually go to patreon.com/anime quick plug, you will find me and Sam actually sleeping in a segment that is not up publicly on YouTube. Me and Sam actually doze
They
off.
actually
for-
fell asleep.
we actually fell asleep, but people when I see on the YouTube version, edited version, because I'm an editor that actually puts the work for it. But for actually the Patreon version, I was actually dozing off like this, and Sam was like,
Yo,
You good?
Aruma-kun way better.
"Oh yeah,
Way better.
yeah."
But no, what's that? Yeah, Wise Man's grandchild, like legitimately, I would turn that on and I'd be like, oh, I'm on the couch.
Oh right, that's
I'd
not.
wake up. No, you're talking about the new one.
Yeah, he's talking about
The Demon
he's-
King.
Correct.
Yeah,
Demon King.
I heard that last episode was ass.
It has a sour taste in my mouth. Our boy Majin likes it. He likes a twist.
Remember, like we said, it's all subjective.
It's
so,
subjective.
yeah.
Sam was more sour. I was okay with it. I was like just the
What, you talking
conclusion.
about-
So the anime from the summer season called The Misfit of Demon King Academy. It's just this something that is a twist within a twist, and it was not poorly executed or foreshadowed well. It just came out of left field, and it was just gave a sour taste in Sam's mouth. He hated it with passion. Please let me know for those that
I
seen
mean,
it.
if Sam hates it,
Wait,
that means
Miguel,
it's
how
really
was
bad.
your favorite? How was your favorite anime this season?
What is my favorite anime this season?
Oh, I already know what it is. I'm saying, how was it?
Which was my favorite anime? Do you think is my favorite anime this season?
Pray, it was booty
It
cheeks.
it was Peter Grill.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. You know what? Actually,
I feel like that's like you're up your alley. It's just some dude.
what's
banging
funny?
shit with
What's
you.
funny though? Sam did suggest, hey, we should react to it just like we did interspecies reviewers. We should react to it. This is good for our fan base. I love the etchy type of stuff. We should do. I told Sam, yo, we have a lot of things to do this season. Let's not try to add more stuff to the play and everything. But maybe we could do it later on for another season and do it as a binge. But that anime did not catch my interest a lot too. So, but it looks
I
interesting.
think I watched one episode of Peter Grill.
But what's funny, there's like 3 versions of it. There's like the regular broadcast version, there's the raw version, and there is a director version. And then Sam told me there's like a 4th version now. So it's like very confusing how many versions they have.
Wait,
now.
so there's like a real version of that show that I need to watch? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, just the etchy version is what Sam told me is how you
Where's
call
Sam?
it.
Sam, hit me with a link, son.
Yeah, that's like the etchy.
Oh, wait, you watched the censored version?
Yeah, I did.
Right? Yeah, right.
I know. I know.
Yeah, there's
Cat
got
says
some softcore stuff there.
Cat says Peter Grill is not
hit me
good,
with
but watching it with a friend is a blast. Yeah. Usually watching wait, what? I just thought
Yeah.
about that.
Y'all anime and chilling, or
I'll say anime chilling sometimes is fun.
So wait, it's like, yo, getting hard-ons with the homies?
that's why I made that face first. Like, wait a minute.
yeah. When I said it, I thought about it, and the Ray expression was like, wait, what? Like me, I do anime chill with my girl, but that's a whole different conversation. But that is like, whoa, what?
I mean, no, like if that's what you into,
Yo,
hey,
Kat, if that's what you like, I mean,
hey, you do what you're doing. I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm not gonna pull up with Miguel and be like, hey, yo, let's watch Peter Grill, the uncensored version together. I ain't gonna do that.
I feel like Memory would be the type of person to be like, yo, high school DxD boys. Yo, put on that high school
With
DxD
the boys, I will watch stuff
Yo,
like,
dude, watch. He's gonna do it at Anime Expo next year.
He gonna be like, I brought the DVD.
yo, it was no lie. It was me and Zypher and Sam and Nate back in Anime NYC at the hotel. It was funny of how it was just Zypher and Nate watching the show about Beastars, but the way Nate was just dancing to the opening song.
Bro, I'm laying in bed. I'm ready to go. I don't watch Beastars. I'm laying in bed ready to knock out for the next day of Anime in New York, and this man Nate is standing in front of the TV going. Rawr, rawr. I was like, what am I looking at right now?
And then what's funny is that me and Sam left because they told us we're gonna go to sleep. And then once me and Sam were heading on the train, I see a big video on Twitter of Nate dancing. I'm like, wait, I thought y'all were gonna sleep. And then Sam was like, I thought I was too, but he wants to go watching Beastars. I was like, interesting. So technically, they want to kick us out for them to watch Beastars. Technically, that was.
Hey, I was trying to go to bed.
I was trying to sleep. He says, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I really don't. I'm trying to sleep. Y'all shut up.
I will not.
Hey,
forget.
Sam, it's on VRV.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is Nate. This man,
Oh.
Nate. I don't know how he wakes up for work because this man sleeps through his alarms, bro. Like,
That's me.
I would
That's
literally,
me.
like, I don't know how you guys do that. How do you sleep through so many alarms?
I used to be able to do that, but that was back when I was depressed. Depression hits different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And Vert has a high dive. They have Sam said, Zypher. Sam said they have the censor, the uncensored, and the super uncensored versions. They have 3 versions.
Oh,
Okay.
that's Sam. I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, that's our boy Sam.
Yeah, Sam X Son. That's him. He's the one that's been writing it, and he's the one that says it. And it has 3 versions, and one is on high dive and everything.
Okay, I'm going to investigate.
Technically, what right now what he's doing, he's putting it on his phone, and he's putting it to watch later. Meaning, AK after the podcast episode, he's gonna be watching this and learning more about it. Like, okay, cool.
I mean, or
Yeah,
I'll
it's
just
been
watch
2
it
hours
on the
already?
show like I do, sometimes. This is Sam's son? Question mark. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, you said it's been 2 hours. Oh, I guess we should probably kind of start wrapping up. I was gonna wait for Kid to come back, but I think he gone.
Well, before it comes back and everything, we should talk about the main topic of the show at least before we go.
We already talked
Wait,
about Attack on Titan.
there was a main topic.
Well,
Yeah,
let
we
me
already
talk
talked about Attack on Titan.
about behind the creator, meaning like what is it that kind of what is it that kind of motivates you? Because
Oh, you were serious about that? Okay.
yeah, serious about it because yeah, well, we did say it, and like, hey, to have a good conversation about that before we go, like 5-10 minute conversation we could at least have about that.
Let's go for it, bro. Start.
Well, I do know our boy Zypher. You said that you kind of don't know what type of videos to do lately. You told me that before, like you kind of lost interest of going to high
Wait,
school,
what was the
Fire
question
Force.
again?
What motivates you to do content? What is it that brings you to upload a
If you
video?
do you want me to give you the honest and brutal answer? Because it is not a happy answer.
Go, be brutal. We're here to be brutal and be honest.
So I have this thing called ADHD, right? And this thing ADHD really prevents me from doing anything school related. I literally cannot do it to save my life. What it comes down to is if I'm not passionate about something, I cannot do it to save my life. I could sit down and stare at a book for 3 hours. I will not make any progress. I just cannot do it. I've never studied for a test. I've never like done an exam. I've never written an essay. I just cannot bring myself mentally to do it because that's just how my brain is wired. I cannot focus on that stuff. So not being able to go to college, not being able to, put in the work to get a crazy good job, my only choice was to chase my passion. So what I was gonna say is what gives me motivation is I live in this constant fear. I never really show it or share it much, but I have no other option.
Mm.
This is my only option is make my passion come true or I'm gonna end up working a shitty job. So because I feel like I have no other option and this is really the only thing I can really do and what I'm good at, I full-heartedly put all my love and care into it.
I get it. Like I feel that, man. And like some people don't understand. Like some people really don't think about it that way. It's like, yeah, no, these people are doing this because they either have to or they love to do it or both. Literally,
Yeah.
like because not everybody functions the same. And I feel like a lot of people don't really consider that when they're thinking about other
Yeah.
people and why they're doing what they do. Like,
and so when people say like where do you need where do you get the motivation and everything, it's like you just genuinely would like want to do it.
mhm.
Like you'd want to do it and it's this thing of like me. I constantly want to evolve my content as much as possible, but I just don't have the means and the opportunities, and like sometimes it costs money. Like if I could, I'd be going outside doing the craziest shit ever, like skydive, all that crazy shit, and vlogging that shit. I would love to do that, but that shit costs a lot of money and and you need to hire an editor and all that post-production.
Right here.
But if your boy joins Phase, Phase, I put in that Phase 5 submission. If I get it,
I saw that.
100.
Mhm.
If I make that, dude, I'm literally setting
And
myself
props
up
to
for-
you, and props to your friend that did the editing for that video, because that was great editing and that was a great interaction with the video itself. You did great on the idea, on the writing. So I want to personally tell you, props to that video. You put a lot of effort. That's probably the most effort I've ever seen you put on that, but it's because you guys are actually putting that type of dedication on it.
Yeah, and if ideally that's like that video encapsulate like everything I'd want to do on my channel. If I had the means to do it, I got really lucky that my friend was willing to edit that for me for free because he's just a really really good friend of mine. But I will if I join Phase, I'm 100% like hiring him as an editor.
There you go. See, that's that's the come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way it be. But no, I get that. I really do. Cause I was like that for a long time. It's just, but I had to like literally force sheer force my way through my ADHD, like hardcore.
Yeah, like I mean, the only really way I've heard people say that they would get through is through Adderall. But
I did it with no sleep. Because that it like put me into like this weird like state of like survival is really what it turns
Euphoria.
into. Yeah. And so that's how I literally beat my head like through a wall to figure it out. And sometimes like a lot of times it still happens, it's just like it exists. Like so I like right now I've been tapping my foot for the past 2 hours. Because I'm like and I'm also doing like 3 other things at the same time, but like if I have to get something done, like I have a way that I can focus and get something done.
There's this content creator named Miskiff. He mostly streams on Twitch, and he put it the best way possible to like kind of like make people who don't have ADHD understand how ADHD works. And it's almost like imagine you're staring at this mouse, right? Now, an ADHD person, you're just looking at this mouse. You're like, okay, this is a mouse. For
Mhm.
me, I see like, oh, this is purple. Purple. Barney's purple. Purple Barney. That's a cartoon. I love cartoons. Speaking of cartoons, I love anime. Like you could literally just constantly
Mhm.
go down this endless tunnel, and by the time you're in that endless tunnel, within a minute, you're like, holy shit, I was supposed to talk about this mouse.
Yep.
Within that time, you were just supposed to be talking about this mouse. You're gone somewhere else in this another dimension, and that constantly happens.
Mhm. Mhm.
No matter
I
what
feel
you do, we could literally be in mid conversation and I'm somewhere else. And that's why sometimes I have a bad habit of cutting people off because I'm just gone in another universe while I'm talking to someone.
I mean, see, so I'm the opposite. I don't cut people off. I just like stop
Oh,
talking to
literally
people.
just, like,
Yeah, I just stop talking
you
to them.
zone out.
And they're like, "Oh, he doesn't want to talk to me." Like, no, I was somewhere else, and so like that's why I stopped the conversation. It's not your fault.
That's me. Something like I kind of zone out sometimes, and like my girl sometimes thinks that
Alright,
I'm
I'm
not paying
back.
attention. It's like I kind of zone out of just not zone out. I kind of daydream. Like I kind of daydream in my own head. I think about like, what do I need to do tomorrow? What do I need to do next week? Do I have any things I need to do? Editing, stuff like that. So it's like things in the back of my head where I kind of need to think about or know about. So I kind of get lost in my own train of thoughts.
No, I get that because usually when you see me spacing out, not saying anything, that's kind of my way of showing my ADHD, where I like blank out sometimes and I think about a million things at once.
Mhm.
Yeah. And a therapist like put it in such a beautiful way. He said that if you try to get a person with ADHD to move one mountain, he will fail. If you try to get a person with ADHD to move 4 mountains, he'll succeed.
Yep. You're right. I tell people all the time. It's funny. I perform best under stress.
Exactly. I love that shit.
It's stupid. Like I do my best work under stress, and
Same
I
here.
hate it. I hate it. I legitimately hate it. But that's where I do my best work.
That's 100% me. Is that when I feel like I'm being forced to do something, I don't want to do it. It's like, why do I need to like feel pressure? Why do I need to feel stress? Like my mom or my dad, like my family always told me like, Mijo, you're too relaxed. I'm like, am I not supposed to relax? Why am I supposed to be stressed?
Exactly.
Like,
Yep.
You should be stressed out. You should like I've
exactly.
like so many crazy situations where you should be worried. I'm just like, but
Yeah,
what
I'm
is
okay.
stressing out gonna
Exactly.
really do?
yeah. That always bothered me about my parents. Like they always ask me like, Mijo, you're too relaxed. You're this. I'm like, but I don't want to be stressed. My life, I want to relax. It's like my parents think that just because I'm home relaxed, think that when I'm at work, I'm not doing my job. Like, when I'm at work, I do my job. I'm still relaxed already. It's just that I don't want to stress my mentality, my mindset for other people. I have my mind to take care of, and I don't want to worry about other people or worry about myself.
Well, see,
and get them to worry.
I'm gonna call them perm just because they're like you don't have the same sense of urgency as everybody else, and it makes them feel like something's wrong. It's different.
No, there is such thing as being too relaxed. Like I'm talking.
Oh well,
that's
like aloof though. Yeah,
I'm talking about like you're taking it too far. Like some bad could be happening, and you're like, it's all good.
Yeah, see, that's aloof. That means you just don't care. You
just don't care about anything in the world.
Yeah, that's when you're a psychopath.
Yeah, like at that point, you need some help.
Yeah, but like,
real.
I got questions there. But like being like some people just need to understand knowing the badness. Like me, when I know I got stuff to do, I like me myself. I enjoy doing content. I enjoy doing editing. But when I get told by not like the jokes about me watching Hunter x Hunter, that's fine with me. But when I get told by one of our fans for me to watch something that has been they've been telling me to watch it for the past 5-6 months, but I don't mind watching it. But if you've been telling me like, hey, when are you gonna watch it? When are you gonna watch it? It's like you telling me every day or every month is gonna push me to not watch it.
Yeah.
But I want to watch it.
Undead Unluck.
Okay, that's different. But I'm trying to recommend something to you guys to read, but you guys don't want to read. I'm saying, yo, read Undead Unluck, read Mashley. But I say you get like once a week or once every 3 weeks. Mash show, whatever the hell you pronounce that. Mash show, Mashley, whatever.
Let's call it Mashley, man.
But thing is like,
I'm just gonna call it Mash.
Mashed potatoes.
Hey,
sometimes I thought about.
The first, that's the main character for FGO.
It's taking it.
Mashed potatoes.
But the thing is, but in the character, I'm sorry, the show that I keep getting recommended is Rosario Empire. I am interested to watch it. I'm interested to see it. But if you continue to recommend it to me, it's like I'm gonna lose a bit of interest of it. But at the same time, I got my own things to do, my own day job, my own stuff to do. So it's
I'll
like,
be real. I think you kind of missed the boat on that one. I don't know. I feel
What?
like
Which part?
Rosario Vampire, like it's cool, but it's like you'll see
A
the
lot of
age of
people,
that. Yeah.
a lot of people still think it's a great series.
I mean, a lot of people think it's great, and that's fine. Like I said, it's all
the
subjective.
the art looks
like,
good for
yeah.
his sequel series. For her sequel series, Ghost
Mhm.
Reaper Girl. Great thing
Mhm.
to read. And there's only 5 chapters out. It comes out every Monday.
It's great. I love it.
Great art. But I do want to check the one that happened before it. I definitely want to check it out. But stuff like that, like I got my own day job. I
I
got
was
my
about
own
to say,
brand to do.
TGW, you said you was leaving. Go to
He
bed.
said, "I can't get these, I'm too interested."
Well, that's
Dude,
good.
we're
That's
keep-
good news.
We're keeping people interested. I guess we're doing
That's
something
good.
right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Move on to Two Love Rule. I remember Two Love Rule. Sam knows. Sam knows. Uh,
but kid, but same question to you. What motivates you to do content, like other than My Hero and Chance I might make a passion for it? But what is it that you do content like? What is it that drives you?
What that drives me?
Yeah.
Mainly just interacting with people because I find it fun talking about something I love with other people. And then I can talk with them in the comments and then we can theory craft or give our thoughts on certain chapters or episodes or whatever. It's mainly a way for me to like be myself so I could talk to other people that enjoy the same thing as me because I enjoy, meeting new people, making new friends, all of that kind of stuff. So it's more of just like interacting with others because it's something I wanted to do for a long time. I just never got into it until like 5 years ago. And then once I started doing it, I really enjoyed it because I've had other YouTube channels before in the past. Like when I was younger, I had like a YouTube channel when I was like 8 or 9. I didn't really do anything with it. Then when I was in high school, beginning of my high school, I had this other YouTube channel I did for maybe about a year or two, and then I just gave up. But then with this one, I was like, you know what? I found something I really like, so I want to talk about it, and then that's where I am now. So it's just mainly just the interaction with people. That's what really motivates me.
I had to
So, like,
really agree with Kid. I feel like half my fun with the series I do now is having to share opinions with
yeah,
other people. Though I might disagree with them, it's always still fun to run amok and just like talk about series you're passionate about with other people and share that passion. Like whether it be for me personally, that's like Gintama, Monogatari, JoJo. I just even though I might disagree with people, I just love that back and forth about like series that you love. The social like it's become literally 50% of the reason why I love series is being able to talk about it and discuss what I love about the series.
yeah, same. Like I'm going to say both. It's like I love to talk about the stuff that I love, but I also
That's
like to
why
have. I love to have good conversations about it. Like
yeah, exactly.
I don't care about the oh, this series is better than this series for this reason. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I just like to talk. I just like to talk about the stuff that I like to talk about.
You can't beat Goku though.
He can be Saitama.
Okay.
No,
Listen,
but
that part of the internet, I would delete myself if I could. I would just delete it for
Yeah, the little
everyone.
arrow sign. The little arrow sign.
that arrow sign of My Hero's better than this. Goku's better than this.
I mean, granted, I just answered a tweet about an hour ago saying, "What
Listen,
is your favorite MC among these four?" So
I mean,
kind of
but
being a
that's fine though,
hypocrite.
because like you're picking the one that you like though. You're not, but you didn't
Yeah.
say all these other ones are shit. You didn't say
Yeah.
that though. You know what I'm saying? It's
But-
like
for me, that's 100% true for me because a guy like me who, if you spoke to me 5 years ago before I started doing this or have the idea about YouTube or podcasting, I was a guy who used to stutter, who used to cannot speak to friends without stuttering a whole sentence. Now I kind of barely stutter or kind of started like once in a blue, but now I can have a conversation. And my favorite content out of our whole brand is doing the podcast and for the reviews of My Hero, Black Clover, Chainsaw Man reviews, like that group discussion. If like for example, we didn't do a review about Black Clover this past weekend, but it's because me and Ray did not like the chapter. We said, you know what, let's not review the chapter. Let's wait until a new chapter comes out.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to force yourself to do something if
exactly.
you don't
And
like
that's why
it.
we didn't do
That's
it.
kind of like, as much as I like Kaizen, that's why I stopped reviewing it for a little bit because I lost that vibe with it at
Mhm.
that time, and I didn't want to turn on the camera and start talking about it because I wouldn't feel like myself. I feel like I'm just forcing words out of my mouth just to put out a video to get hits. I
that's what
can't do
happened.
it.
That's what happened with me with God of High School and Fire Force.
Mm.
I kept trying to be optimistic about it, but I couldn't. And I think we
And
can
that's
all
fine. That's
agree-
normal.
And
Yeah.
I think as much as we would hope this is not the case, I think we all could agree as content creators, a small portion of us getting unmotivated about content is if it doesn't perform.
Yeah.
That's
If a
Mhm.
series
Yeah.
continues to underperform, it really kills your motivation to
Mhm.
continue that series.
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
As much as
dude,
you don't want it to, it does. Like at the end of the day, no content creator will ever tell you, no matter how much you love something, if they see the views going down, it really, really sours their mood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's one of those things like, I keep putting out the thing that I love and other people really don't care. So I'm just going to enjoy it myself.
It really makes you think that like you're doing something wrong. You
Mhm.
it could be your best video yet.
Mhm.
But when it does it, like, the numbers are not there to back it up. There's a psychological thing. It's
mean-
like it's the same concept as Instagram girls, right?
Mhm.
Their happiness would be dependent on how many likes they got.
Mhm.
That's why they took it away. That's why you can't see the number of likes anymore on Instagram.
Yep. I mean, and content is weird. I mean, you have to understand this if you're going to be a content creator. The shit that you think is the best, most times is going to flop. And the stuff that you think is like, oh, that sucker
No
could have done
effort.
way better. That one is the shit that does numbers. So just make
why's
content.
me
Just make it. But then if you have something that like the numbers are deterring you from making it, stop making it and just enjoy it. You know
that
what I'm
was me and
saying?
Sam. Watchmen Grandchild, we hated it at the end, but it gave us 1,000 views for no apparent reason. But for some reason, people love it, and for some reason, people actually enjoy it and have it in their top 10 in 2019. And me and Sam was like, how? But it was like, yo, you love it, cool, good for you. We hope
Yeah.
you enjoy the
No,
content.
some people
No,
claim
go
that
ahead.
some people would argue that, for example, me, I'll use me as an example. Like, oh, then you're only doing it for the views, motherfucker. No, if I wanted views, I would be like, Kirito,
You would fake it so hard.
I'd
Uh-huh.
be milking that shit. But guess what?
But like me, but for example, I have friends like Zypher and Kid and plus other people that don't like Black Hole, but I still talk to them. I still talk to them about other series. They just Black Hole, like cool, I move on. But it's because not that I care for anything, but at the same time, as long as I enjoy it and have fun to talk about with other people that enjoy Black Hole, that's the most important thing. I'm not gonna defend something. Yeah, I could defend it, waste my breath, but at the same time, I'm not gonna try to convince it that yo, you have to read it. It has this plot, have this amazing. I'm like, there's no need. If I enjoy it, that's the most important thing, and that's what kind of motivates me.
At the end of the day, that's all that it should be, right? Like we're all just we're
Yeah.
just tossing shit at each other, right? Like as much as I give you a hard time, Miguel, about SAO or Black Clover, that I don't want to deter you from the
I mean,
series. I'm just
you're
giving you
not
my
doing that to be malicious. You're just doing it. Just have
Yeah.
like it's just
We're
for having a good
fun.
time.
We're just
Yeah.
shitting on each other,
Mhm.
right? Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
honestly don't care if people love SAO or love Black Clover. I just
No, I
love
don't
shitting on you
either.
for it.
I don't either.
Like, cause yeah, Miguel, we both know we both love Black Clover, but everybody else, they should know Black Clover all the time. But it's just like, whatever. We like it because we like it.
And to me, that's the beauty. Excuse me. To me, that's the beauty of trying to make content, because making content could be anything: art, poetry, YouTube, Twitch, anything that involves something for you to put your creative mindset. It like Zypher, what he did with his creative mindset for FaZe, for Ray doing his creative mindset for gaming, his Twitch channel, and doing his YouTube videos. For me, trying to build this whole brand of anime lately, just to have the all different personalities in one small bubble, but then we all expand. And Kid with his My Hero Chainsaw Man and plus other stuff. To me, that's the beautiful part of making content, because we all part of the different walks of life, and what kind of pushes us to make that type of video, tweet, or stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. I mean, like I didn't grasp this concept when I first entered the anime community, but like I started really noticing it between myself, and then I started noticing it with other. There's gonna be like the very little things that, depending on how you grew up and what has affected you in life, that'll really hit a stride for you in anime series. For me, because I had never really had a father figure in my life, anytime there's themes of like fatherhood and like it delves deep into like what it means to be a father, and like that it focuses on that shit always hits for me. Always. Any
Yeah.
series that focuses on it, it always hits deep for me. And you can apply that to anyone, right? Like if there were like anything that happened in their life.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I like a lot of underdog characters, because looking at like Decker, for example, like how he grew up, like how he's looked at as an outcast and stuff. That's kind of how it was for me. Because
I feel that. Yeah, I get it. I
Yeah.
do. It's I resonate a lot with characters that go up against hopeless situations. Like
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
that's-
resonate with
that's
that a lot.
Yeah, that's
So-
exactly how it is with me.
And plus shows that had like for example, Vash from the show Trigon, a name that I kind of took after, but he kind of
Lack of
represents
creativity.
love and peace, and that's something beautiful because we don't always get that love and peace within ourselves, but within people. And throughout the whole show, he had to understand that and help others. And from a person who's not part of the same world but has be here with other people, to me it's a beautiful thing. Like when you kind of could understand and reflect to the show you're watching. It could be anime, it could be manga, it could be TV or a movie, or it could be any type of medium you enjoy. That's the most beautiful thing that you could try to connect with.
Yeah.
So someone said romance anime. Romance anime always feels me lonely, bro. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't have that. That shit always makes me like, man, why can't I have this?
Oh, you know why? Because COVID.
Okay, Apollo, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, because COVID. That's why.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
it's not your fault.
Oh, okay.
No.
I mean, it kind of is.
See,
Actually,
see, I'm the
He
nice
having to
friend.
think. He's like what? He's like, wait, is it me? Oh wait, is it not me? He's trying to think
not
like,
you. It's not-
Conflicted.
you are worth it. It's not you. Don't worry.
yeah, kid, you're
Thank you,
worth it.
So yeah, but I think that was a really good conversation. Wow, I didn't think we were actually gonna get there. All right, then.
someone said Zypher be watching romance anime, but he won't go out and romance someone to watch some anime with.
Wow.
You know what?
Oh wow.
You know what, Perm? You almost 30 years old, and I bet
can't
I'll
say
get a
that.
girlfriend before you.
But you know what, Cypher? You do watch anime about romance and slice of life with me sometimes. So hey, I'm your
Yeah.
I got you, man. I'm your homeboy. I'm your your friend. That's a guy.
Ooh.
Third
Your
wheel,
your
Mr.
boyfriend?
Third Wheel.
No, I was not trying to say that. That's why I say your friend. That's a guy.
I think that's what
I think
he was
that's what
trying
he
to speak
said.
Morse code. That was
Yeah, he
Morse
was.
code.
It's okay.
No,
That's fine.
because I'm happily taken by my girlfriend Leilanis and Sam. So I'm happily taken by
Taken
my
by
lady,
Sam?
my wife, and the good old friend.
You could be poly
You know,
whatever it is.
You know what's actually funny, Apollo? I don't know how many private calls you've been in with Miguel, but for a man who
Too many.
calls himself is super heterosexual, this man says some sauce ass shit.
I mean, listen, I know. Oh, I know. He knows. He knows.
Bro, I think you need to accept, Miguel, that there's a little bi in you.
And that's
Oh
okay.
no.
It's okay.
Hey, if you've been on a sports team, you should know. Hey, I've been in sports team, soccer, handball, track, a bit
Where's
of
this
football. So like, hey, when you just
His backstory.
when you're on the field and so you get like, yo, guys, you guys, good game, good game. And get in the locker room, you guys slap that booty. You're like, hey guys, good game. We all in there.
It's okay.
All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna end it off here, guys. We're sorry you guys had to hear that. Cut the cameras, cut the cameras.
Yo, nobody been on the sports team. Nobody have understand this. Kind of like jog. Athletes. Nobody can understand this.
I still love you, Miguel. I do. Yeah, it's okay. You just get really into the slapping. That's okay.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
It's okay.
I don't know if it was some analogy I was supposed to get.
No, he just likes slapping people on the ass. That's what he's trying to say.
He likes grabbing men's asses.
I think just asses in general. So, and that's all right. That's okay,
Yeah,
Miguel.
that's okay.
I can't
Well-
blame you for that.
Miguel's like, whose ass am I gonna grab tomorrow?
Well, I do work tomorrow, and
Oh no, okay.
Stop it.
And wrap it
Stop
up,
it.
wrap it
Nope.
up, please.
Now it's time to go. Oh, hey, thank you so much for
He's
watching
like,
this
no wonder-
episode
he's like,
of the
no wonder
Anime
why-
Lately podcast.
It's like
You
no
know
wonder
where to
why I
find
hide
us
in
on
the
here.
bathroom sometimes.
hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Hopefully for those people that were Zypher friends or anybody else that saw the tweet and came by and listened to us, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys could come back next week.
It's just what the boys do.
Yep, this is what the boys do.
Boys will be boys, I guess. Yeah.
For those that's new, on the YouTube side or the Twitch side, that we do this every podcast every week, every Wednesday. I can't give you a time. I just know that it's evening EST. We're never on time. If we say 10, can't promise you if we do go live at
listen to
10.
Miguel. Yeah, just don't listen. Like, just show up and
Yeah.
like if you'll see. Usually, you'll see a tweet. So
Yeah,
follow
see
us
a
on Twitter.
tweet or follow us on Twitch because you will get the notification.
That's when
Because
you'll know.
Sometimes Ray is late, so I have to wait for him for us to go live sometimes. So stuff like that happen. I have to wait for him and send the links out. It's totally understandable.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
let
for
you have
those
that
of
one.
you,
I'm not gonna
and
roast
for
you.
those of you who might need an anime to watch, go watch Monogatari. Starts with Baki Monogatari. If you need the whole list, hit me up on my Twitter. It's all there. I'm here to push the agenda. Go watch
Well,
Baki.
I was gonna tell Cypher and Kid to give your plugs, but
I'm
Cypher.
about to say, yeah, go Zypher,
Yeah, that's my
give
plug.
your
At
plug.
Zypher, at Zypher on YouTube. If you want to talk about Monogatari, hit me up there. If you want to talk about Gintama, hit me up there. Any other series, don't hit me up. All right.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, kid, tell them where they can find you.
Because I
You
get
can find me at the real kidotaku because I'm the real kidotaku.
Yeah, there are other fake ones. So don't look for the
Yeah,
fake
so-
ones.
yeah. Don't look for the fake ones. Look for the real one at the real kidotaku, and then of course my YouTube channel kidotaku, where I just mainly talk about my hero Chainsaw Man. Gonna try switching things up though, because I want to start out the fall season with a new routine. So we're definitely
Hey.
gonna be switching things up. I mean, I just bought some new equipment, so
I saw.
quality's gonna
Ooh,
look a lot
yeah,
different.
boy.
So
Yeah, all right.
definitely.
I'm very proud of you. But no, yeah, you know where to find Miguel and I. You know it by now. So at least I hope so. But again, for all you new folks here, thank you so much for coming in for the first time. I hope you enjoy yourself. Go tell your friends about the show because I mean that's how we grow. You know, you watch it, you're like, hey, that was actually kind of lit. And you go tell your friends about it, and they're like, oh, that was kind of lit, or they're like, oh, that was trash. That's fine. Just don't say it to my face. It's all good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great night.
And by the way, for those that have not watched or heard Ray's thoughts about it, if you go to the podcast site and give us a rating, Ray will give you a shout out on the podcast. He haven't said this in a while, so go definitely give us a 5-star rating as well. It's greatly appreciated to help us with our views on the podcast site as well. And also, if you're new to the Anime Lily brand, give us a follow on twitch.tv/AnimeLily, and also give us a subscribe on the YouTube site. Thank you very much for watching, listening, and liking the video. Here's the outro. All right, bye guys.
Okay, bye.
Watch
Peace
Monogatari.
out.
Bye stream as well. We're leaving as well.
I mean, yeah, we usually on YouTube, but we're in jail, so
Jame. Otaku senpai.
John Montanet.
Jama.
Bye guys. See you next time.